Welcome to episode number 47 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am the host, Tuck. And as always, I have a great show for you. Emotionally Bankrupt. On today's show, we will be talking about men and women that invest in the wrong people, thus leaving them emotionally bankrupt. See, when you hear the word bankrupt, you oftentimes associate it with finances, but you can be emotionally bankrupt, especially when you keep betting on the wrong person. But before I get into, there is something I must do, and that's allow my panel a chance to introduce themselves. So to my right.
All right, I'm Jessica. You can follow me on Instagram at _Jess_Mache_.
I'm F. Terrell Johnson. You can find me on TikTok at he_improves_her.
I'm Damon. You can find me on Instagram at MrTuck_88.
I'm Cher. You can find me on IG, Cher Talks.
Emotionally bankrupt. Now, before we get to emotionally bankrupt, you have to, what they say, put your all into someone. And have anybody here truly put their all into someone?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Yes.
Aw.
Absolutely.
And what does putting your all into someone look like?
Your energy. You constantly pouring into them. Even when you don't have it for your own self, you sacrificing your own needs, your well-being for that person.
Your all looks like you go based on what you didn't do in the past in order to make this relationship work.
Your all to me is just putting in 100% of your time, your energy, and just forgetting yourself sometimes.
See, when people like to say they have gave their all to a person, it I don't really believe it. I'm just like you. I don't think you give your all. I think a lot of women genuinely give their all to a relationship. It's almost like a slot machine effect. You ever see somebody at the slot machine? They losing all their fucking money, but they get up before somebody sit down and hit the jackpot.
On that hot machine.
Right. So a lot of women give their all to the relationship versus the person. Because if you actually dissected the person, would you give your all to them?
Yes, of course.
Because like for instance, when somebody say you can trust somebody, but once you cheat or something like that, the trust is never back. Like when you give your all to somebody, you have to know that you're dealing with a flawed individual. So if he's flawed and you're flawed, that means you're not going to be mistake free. So how is it that when I make a mistake, the trust is broken forever?
I see your point.
No, when you make a mistake, it's not broken forever. It just depends on
Shit.
what you do.
So you telling me if she cheat on you?
It's
okay.
over.
There are levels
Now,
to it.
yeah,
It's
exactly. There are levels to it. Now, cheating, that's something totally different. But
It's not totally different.
yeah, oh yes, it is. Because if you know that, say for instance, this person might have some kind of odd habit, right? That's different from cheating.
No, but it's still showing your flaw. Cheating is a flaw.
No,
Cheating
cheating is a deal breaker.
Yeah. For most people.
It is a flaw in you.
No.
It's a
No.
flaw.
Well, okay, that might
It's
be
a flaw.
that might be a problem for the individual. But if you agree to a monogamous, exclusive relationship, and if you cheat, that's a deal breaker.
But why do you make those type of deals with flawed individuals?
Well, you don't.
That's why the vowels
You talking about
say.
expectations?
No, this is why
Yeah.
vowels say through sickness and in health, because you're not gonna always be healthy, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
That means your relationship is not always gonna be on the best side. It's reason those are vowels that are placed there because they know that you're flawed. God knows that you're flawed. You know that you're flawed.
Uh-huh.
So why is it with a person, like for instance, this is why I don't like when people say once the trust is gone, it's gone forever. Like if you do take me back. Like what happens? Okay, man, and this is the type of woman you need to find out there. But a lot of people like to say, if you cheat on me, it's over. But I've been the greatest guy for you for 15 years. Now I mess up in 6 months. and you compare that to the 15 years of good.
But that's a deal breaker though.
No, it ain't a
That's
deal
shit.
breaker. You can't have deal breakers in us.
Yeah,
If you with me, you with me.
that's fine.
Like for instance, I want to if you
Shit. No, you lying.
listen. I want a woman that can love me just as well as love my good, just as well as she hate my bad. Cause a woman will hate your bad way more than she love your good. Like that one year bad trumps 15 years of good.
You're damn right.
That's what.
That does
everything-
not make sense.
That's what
You're
everything. It was
damn
just
right.
like
I wish I had
that's what-
glasses
that's-
on today.
You can't see.
But that's
How
what,
does that make
that's
sense?
what that's what everything. This is like if your company
You
been
damn right.
your company been doing good, but you had one fuck up. That's all you're gonna be remembered for is that fuck up.
Ain't that the problem?
Yeah, that is the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem because we're all flawed.
Now,
Right.
We
Yeah.
all have flaws. Just because your flaw may be different from mine, it's still a flaw.
Right.
Just like a sin is still a sin. It's no really
I'm
no
not the only
difference.
one here not
So
agreeing with it.
if we're especially if you're talking about married,
Uh-huh.
if we're married and you may cheat or do whatever, you're not just gonna leave. I'm not gonna just leave.
Right.
Because we built something, and that's the problem with today's
Let's be
society.
honest.
around
Most folks
relationships
don't just leave
last.
like that no more. I don't think. I think they
Oh,
take
for
people
real?
back more. I
Shit.
think people take people back more.
No.
than
No.
that.
Do you
Oh,
just
for
do you just
real?
leave?
I think so.
No,
Bruh,
no.
let me tell you this.
They
now,
leave,
bruh.
but they come back. Is what I'm saying. Like,
I
it's
get
like
the
a break.
whole flaw, accept you for who you are, the whole flaw and everything. But even before we get to the cheating part, we probably talked about that. Like
Mhm.
everybody has a breaking point, all right?
Right.
Like you can leave the toilet seat up. You can call me out my name once or twice. You can don't hit me. That's another deal breaker. I'll beat your ass. And no, you can do certain things.
Yeah.
But before we get to the point of the deal breaker, your flaws, yeah, I get it. We all have them. But for me, I'm not going to settle if someone be like cheating on me or hitting me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's your flaw, right?
Yeah.
You hit me.
That's not
Oh,
a
I'ma
flaw.
stay,
That's a
right?
problem.
But what
That's
about-
a red
I'm
flag.
But what
What
about
about
That's a
that?
red
Well, that's
flag.
how he was
But
shown coming up.
somebody-
He
Oh,
was
wait. We can't talk about each other.
But here's the thing. Like, again, okay, you have flaws, I have flaws, but there are limitations to the flaws regardless of what it is and how
Yes.
you spin it.
Yes.
At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
true.
everybody has a breaking point.
That's true.
I promise you, if you cheat on me and I do the same damn thing, what you gonna tell me?
Oh,
Oh,
that shit over.
Because it ain't
that
the
was
same-
a
it ain't
deal.
the
Dude.
same.
It
Yeah,
does
good.
not matter. It's my
dudes
flaw.
can't- Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I missed last podcast and I was over there gnashing my teeth, spinning in the chair because they said something and that shit blew my mind. Men wanting other women is natural. We are fighting against a natural beast.
So are we?
Do you understand? It's like if you don't understand it, and then because when you tell women this, they said no, that's an excuse.
That's a damn excuse.
Right? You see what it's saying?
Because
But how is it? All right, how is it that most niggas, even niggas I don't know, have the same symptoms as me?
I don't know. You mean
Hey,
you,
I
you
get what
tracking
you're
the same
saying.
niggas?
I
You
get
know
what-
why? You know why?
Why
You know
is
why?
it
You know
that
why?
most
You know
men
why?
have the
You know
same
why?
symptoms as
You
me?
know why? Society's expectations.
But I get
No.
what you're,
Yes.
I get what
Yes,
you're
it
It's
is.
saying.
naturally in you.
Right?
It's, no.
But-
That's
It's
some
no.
shit you can't change. It's
no.
natural.
No.
You can be in love, but you
Right.
don't see something that you.
We
that you
can
like.
too.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's the choice. It
Yeah.
may be natural. Just like let's just
yeah.
be real about it. It's natural. Y'all think us women, when we walking in the mall, we with y'all, we don't see a good looking man. But you don't see us doing all of this, and then we're gonna look straight ahead, but we might be looking at them in our
You're
peripheral.
damn
It's
right.
a choice.
And y'all got that
we
too.
struggle. We
Let me tell you
struggle with.
something.
We can struggle with
Hey.
the same thing
Listen.
I
as
don't
far
just
as
turn
cheating
around
a
and I
man.
ain't
It's
be
a
disrespectful
choice.
to look back
Women
like
do
that.
not. Women is the women that struggle like men struggle when it comes to cheating. They are outliers. The reason they're outliers is because I've never seen a happily married woman cheat. I have seen a happily married man cheat.
Yep.
I repeat, I've never seen
That's true.
a happily married woman cheat. A happily
Why is
married
that?
woman cheat. But a happily
mistake.
married man,
Caught up
he
in the
would
moment.
die for his family,
Yep.
but still a fuck some.
Believe it.
Why?
Because he
Well,
suffered
no.
from the same symptoms
No,
as me.
no. Listen, there are really, really levels to this, right? So I won't cheat on my girl. In the past, yes. But But now, no, I
You just
won't.
proved my point.
No. This called levels, and it is about maturity, and it's about.
You don't
Yeah,
mature
yeah,
out
but
of nature.
you just
Yes, you
getting
do.
old.
Yes,
You
you
don't
do.
die
Yes, you
long.
do. Yes,
No,
you
no,
do.
you
Yes, you do.
Look, I
You
promise
getting
you.
old, you don't
Look,
die
look,
long.
women.
That's all.
Men get right more out of fear than love.
That part, the
That's
fear
facts.
part, that
Meaning,
fear
like,
part, the fear
we-
part, yeah.
Fear of what?
Fear
like,
of losing
with-
her.
only time
for
you
me,
get- there you
for
go.
me, it's fear. Well, okay. Part of it is fear of losing her, and then wait a minute. The other part is been there, done that. I
Another
already know
nigga
what they
balling
do.
her up.
Huh?
That's what you fear too. Somebody else balling up.
There you go. Say it
So
again.
y'all don't think it's
That's
no men
it.
out here who don't cheat?
All right.
Oh,
all
yeah,
right.
it's- yeah.
Like, so
He
it's
said
like
what?
no. She said it perfectly. I'm gonna break it down. It is men out here that don't cheat. But let me give you an example of the men that don't cheat. It's like finding somebody that you know that ain't caught COVID.
A unicorn. Damn.
You like, damn, bro, you ain't catch
unicorn.
COVID? No. Like that shit is rare.
Yeah.
And you can't make an exception the rule. So you take the reason you get so disappointed in men and our bad what our mistakes, our flaws, our sinful, habits when we dealing with nature is because you take the outlier and make that the rule instead of the exception. So because it's like you saying because he do it, everybody can do it. But it seems like everybody, it's like how they do with black people that make it out the hood.
Yeah. I see
Mhm.
what
Well,
you're saying.
I ain't have a father. You are an exception. The numbers say people that grow up in a single parent household are less likely to succeed versus somebody that grew up in a 2-parent household. We can't take the outliers and make that the rule. So you won't be as disappointed if you know your man naturally struggle with it. I said this before on the podcast. It's similar if you really want to get the crust of it. You heard this before. It's like going on a diet. Say for instance, I'm with you. I will stay faithful to you if you can stay faithful to a healthy diet.
Well, damn, you gonna be cheating on my ass all the time.
And if you got a cheat day,
I gotta cheat.
I
You
got a
gotta
cheat
cheat.
day.
Boy, you going to hell
That's
for that one.
messed up.
You going to hell for
No,
that one.
I want to give you an idea of the struggle.
Yeah.
It shouldn't
Is
be a
it a
struggle.
struggle,
No,
though?
it's
Yeah.
no.
How did
no,
it become
no.
a struggle? How come
Get him,
there are
Bucky.
guys-
I know he didn't pick
How
back.
come there? But how come there are men that do not have this struggle, and there are men that have it? Like what made
No, they
made
had the
them
struggle. They
have
probably, like you said, they
Had it.
No.
had it before? You
Had
think
it.
every guy had it before?
It's similar.
Yes.
It's similar to women.
Every guy.
It's
I
like
had it. I had it before.
Every guy.
I had it.
because everybody can say I'm good now, but I used to be.
Yeah, find somebody that was always good.
Damn.
That never cheated.
I guess them struggling to cheat is like us women struggling to be control of our emotions.
Woo,
That's good.
that's real.
That's good.
I
That's good.
think that's a good comparison.
But if we was to use that as the way y'all use us, we would never be in a relationship.
Facts.
We would never be in one. But when y'all say, let's get back to like emotionally bankrupt. When you say you gave your all to someone,
Mhm.
what was the time limit on that? Because don't they have a timestamp?
You're
You
damn
can't say I
right,
gave my
yes.
all in 6 months.
right.
No. Yeah.
Can you give your all in 6 months?
Right.
Yeah, I would.
How
But
can you?
But
can't do
usually
that
how
shit,
you
bro.
end up giving your
I'm like,
We ain't had time to go through shit.
But usually how you end up giving your
Damn.
all is you
I give it a year.
everything been going good in the
That's
beginning.
Uh-huh.
And
That's always
then
in the
stuff
beginning, though.
start.
That's
We
learning.
all go through the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The honeymoon stage is what get us locked in, all in love and all of that. But then when things start happening, especially with women, because we then gave our emotions and our feelings,
Yeah.
now we feel compelled to sit there and endure and give everything and keep trying and trying and trying again. So I actually agree with you when you broke it down and you said that really as women, we're not really giving our all to that man, because when they go against our trust, we start kind of building our walls back up. We're just giving our all to that relationship.
Yep. Because if you know he was flawed, you wouldn't hold.
What if you didn't know and you're just like genuinely starting off on like, all right, you give your all, I give my all. We're starting off there, and then things start chipping to the side. You're like, all right, I can let that go. All right, I can let that go.
But this is what I'm saying. When you give your all as a flawed person, there's no 100% of nothing. That means that you come together and you do your best. Some days you're not gonna be as good to each other.
That's 100% though. Like if you give your all every single day, that's 100%.
But
No, because we humans, we get selfish too.
Of course.
Sometimes we don't give our. That's why I asked, do we really give our all?
And should we really give our all?
Yes, you should give your
That's-
all.
yeah.
Yes, you should.
In a relationship?
Yeah,
yes, yes, you should. Yes, you
like
should.
with
You
the, yeah, I'm with you, and it's a struggle of mine because it breaks down some of my ego and pride because it's like I come at like you need to understand that I struggle with this. I'll tell my woman this, but then if she was to struggle with this with me, but that shit different. Though.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure.
Somebody got to be the leader though.
Yeah, and
When-
you have to if you're gonna be a leader, the example you set says a lot more about your leadership than the words you speak.
Your
So if I'm
actions.
saying, forgive me, I have to have that same energy.
He ain't got it.
And I don't have it yet.
Ain't gonna happen.
This is how you know nobody really true. It's people out there
That's why I
that do
told
give their
y'all.
all. I said it too.
What kind of people?
That
though?
shit ain't real.
No, that give their all
Yeah.
is that they sacrifice who they are completely
Yeah.
to a person.
No, you
They-
don't. No.
They'll
No,
lose
they
themselves.
they lose themselves.
They'll lose
They
themselves in
they
the
get to a
person.
point they don't recognize, and can't nobody even tell them what's wrong
Yeah.
Yeah.
because this is the love of my life, and whatever he says,
You lose
go.
yourself.
No,
Well-
subconsciously they're like, nah, but I'm gonna have to let everybody know that this is. They don't want the behavior, but
Yeah.
they're okay with staying.
Women and men, but a lot of women will cut their whole fucking family off if they truly love somebody.
No, that's
Yep.
just stupid.
I mean, but
That's just stupid. No. Because listen. Before you have to give your all to somebody, you better know who you are.
You gotta
Yeah.
know who you are.
You got to know who
Yeah.
you are. I mean,
because they'll make you something else.
right.
Yep.
That's the reason that I can give my all to somebody because I know who I am.
And not only that, especially we give our all, especially us women, we give our all too soon, too early. Too because it's like if we like you,
Yeah.
we automatically all
That's
in.
lusting. You just lusting, girl.
No,
But
we
we-
just
but-
sick and tired of the trash out
You
here,
know?
so we like, oh, this one's good.
But it
Let's
be
try.
the same trash.
Recycle. We don't know that. It just came in a different package.
Yeah, because he gonna sit around and listen to you.
But that's
he gonna
why
learn you. He gonna
it's
run game on you worse
important.
than I did.
Unfortunately,
that's
there
what's
are a
gonna
lot
happen.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But there are some that are not like that. But that's out there.
That's
And-
true.
And I think that's so like fucked up.
That's white.
Because like
You take the time to learn somebody what they don't like,
and just to
Just-
shit on them.
yeah.
That's kind of not kind of. That's fucked up.
shit.
I mean,
But that's why you gotta love
Should be
yourself
real.
first.
Mhm.
Because when you love yourself first and you get to know yourself, then if a person the first person that come to you, you're not gonna be so quick to give your all. You're not gonna be so quick to cling to them because you gonna know your worth. You gonna know what you deserve, what you should accept, and what you should not. And that goes for both men and women.
And, see, and,
Yeah.
and this is what get women in trouble a lot, is that women date potential.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And see, when you date potential, there's trial and error.
Potentially.
Like if
Yeah.
a coach see potential in a student or an athlete,
Yeah.
they have to actually go through the heartaches. This motherfucker not listening. He trying to run and do this. He doing that. You see his greatness. He don't see it yet. But that comes with work, pain, sacrifice when you're dating with potential. Won't you date the nigga in front of you?
Yep. Except who he is.
Like why is
move
that so
on.
hard? Like women have a whole idea about your life that they ain't telling you.
You ain't lying.
You ever disappoint a motherfucker that
I ain't know I was supposed to do that.
when your woman is just mad for no reason, that's because she has got expectations that she ain't tell you about.
That's true.
So you are disappointing her. Because she already had an idea of the man that you're not even yet.
That she wanted you to be.
Yeah. Instead of looking at this dumb motherfucker in front of me.
And we don't.
I'ma
do
have
that.
to work with
Men
this.
don't do
Y'all
that.
don't
Nah,
do
y'all
Bro,
that.
don't.
hell no.
Damn.
We see what we
We'll-
see in front
yeah,
of.
we
Yeah.
know
What
exactly
y'all
what we
see?
see.
What do you guys see?
I've never dated a woman saying, yeah,
She gonna be
in a
something.
couple years, just with my help, you gonna be somebody. I've never dated no
But
woman
as a
like that.
woman, we're natural nurturers.
Right,
We're natural
exactly.
like caretakers.
Most
and,
of
like,
y'all.
you know.
Yes.
Most of y'all.
But
Yeah.
but this,
Times change.
So if we see
they want to be
potential,
men
we
now.
want to
Yeah.
nurture that. We want to support
Yeah,
that.
but
grow
it
it.
comes with trial, error,
yeah, it do.
pain, and suffering.
Yes, Lord, it does.
And eventually you learn which one you want,
Yeah.
how much pain you want,
Yeah.
how much suffering you want.
Yeah.
And let's cut down
Yeah.
drastically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But-
I ain't going to do it.
You
That-
get smart about your selection process.
But this is why I always, it frustrates me with women because I know their will and I know their way when it comes to the children. The children can be fucking bad, terrible. They don't give up on them. It's women in the courthouse crying with a whole serial killer as a fucking child. Not my baby. Motherfucker got blood on him in court.
Got all the evidence.
Sending him all the money, still lying to people talking about he on vacation. Or he took a job overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, you have it in you. But the society of the world today tell you
That-
should quit on your man.
That nigga cheat. You better leave.
I saw
bro.
Better leave
Yo,
that
I saw
nigga.
something like
Just get
nowadays, like back in the day, the difference between the mindsets of women now and then. I saw this on like a post or a TikTok. It was like now back in the nowadays, women look for something to leave. Back in the day, they look for something to stay.
Mm.
So
that
we're
makes
like-
sense.
Yes,
So we're in
it
cutoff
does.
culture. This is why we're in the cutoff
Yeah.
culture.
Mm.
That wow.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it was. Because
Yeah.
back in the day when women used to like get their ass whooped by men and being with an alcoholic, like, and they still stay with the motherfucker.
Now it's like
Crazy.
next.
Abusive.
That's wild.
Still stay with them.
They did back in the day.
But
for
that's-
They just needed
Yeah.
one little piece of love or, yeah, that's enough. Or I'm going to keep this family together. Why
Mhm.
ain't that? Why?
Well, them niggas was providers back then.
Huh?
Huh? They
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they were bringing the bag home.
Yeah, they bring
They
the bag
had
and
it
the black
back.
out of your ass.
Yeah. They
So-
took care of their family.
Right. So you
They did do that. That's
so
what
you
they
think
did
that
do.
once women started working, that's when relationships got worse? Like, should y'all go back to not working?
No.
Nah.
I
Nah.
don't think. I just think that.
Times change.
If times didn't change and inflation was down where it took only one household, one income to provide for a house,
yeah, the woman. I don't think the woman should work then.
I'm gonna tell my woman to quit.
It should be optional for your household.
I'm talking about if
Whatever.
I can actually,
But
well, I'm talking about where you can live.
I wouldn't want to
Comfortably.
I wouldn't want to be confined to no.
You remember
house, so
these
I
niggas
wouldn't-
had
I
2 or
wouldn't
3
do that to
households
no
they were
woman.
taking care of with
Yeah.
one job.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
I
You know what
feel
I'm saying?
like you can have the option to work because at the end of the day, if you can provide for the whole house, my money could be saving money.
Yeah.
My money could be like, oh, just help out the kids, do something more money. You know,
When women
like
work,
I don't know.
And
Oh.
sometimes it's not even about financial. Sometimes working is a way for people to socialize and
Yeah.
practice their
Yeah.
own individuality. If you in a house all day long, the average woman is with the kids all day. You don't get to socialize with another adult other than your spouse.
the house
Mhm.
suffer when a woman goes to work. It just does.
That shit go down.
The
here.
house suffer.
How?
when the
No, I
woman
don't
go to
agree
work.
with
That
that.
shit
When
go
it comes to the
downhill.
kids, you're not in tune that much with the
I
children
don't agree.
because you're working.
Mm-hmm.
You can't attend certain things with the kids because both parents are working. They designed this shit like this.
A new style
Mm.
of oppression.
Huh?
A new style of oppression.
Divorce rates went up once women started working because women don't see things the way men see things. When men get money, they see a
And
way,
it's
way
women
to
leaving more. Men.
Yeah, but when
That's crazy.
women get money, when men get money, we see a way to provide for a family. When women get money, they see a way to be independent.
be independent for
Nah,
themselves.
I don't agree.
I
with
don't think
that.
independence.
Shit, what are you like? They said that like there's a statistic like with the black household when it comes to women, like 60% of the single women are successful women.
Yep. On that shit.
I say I don't agree because I think about my mother. My mama, she worked my whole childhood. She worked full time, but that woman, she'll get off work.
Mhm.
She'll take me to school. She'll do what she needed to do to help my grandmother or my aunt. Then when I get out of school, she would take me to my activities and things. She worked third shift. She'll take me to my activities and things. She never missed nothing. She was there for my award shows. She was my Girl Scout troop leader. She was still a wife to my father. She cooked every single day. He had his plate ready.
Exception.
So I don't agree.
That's rare. That's rare.
That don't happen often. That's a unicorn.
that's rare.
Yeah, like, do you realize a lot of women can't cook nowadays?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, your mom's a superstar because I wouldn't do that shit if I was working. Sure, I'll tell you that. Honey, you better just go learn to cook. Yeah, take them kids to school. I ain't doing that.
Now, I used to tell this guy, man, like, I commend women, like, getting up and dealing with kids in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit real, boy.
This is
It's
like
the most stressful time of the day.
Oh,
They got
my
attitudes
God.
and shit. That shit
Yes,
real.
God.
Until we narrow it down to like a science,
Yeah.
it's easy. But gosh, give it to the dad when he don't know.
I gotta ask this, man. Like, I might get a lot of flack for this, but I don't believe in therapy.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I don't believe this shit work.
Why?
I don't know people that go to therapy and that shit be successful. Matter of fact, the fact that y'all
Well, I done therapy.
look,
That's
look,
just- that's
it be
acceptable.
motherfuckers.
I'm on the line with
Wait,
the fence, too.
it be motherfuckers with lifetime therapists. How is your therapist good if you got to keep that motherfucker going?
But your therapist is not there to fix you. Your
Right.
therapist is there to help you problem solve, to help
Mhm.
you cope with issues, to develop
and
different
then it's
tools.
your choice.
All right. And see, because I'm a God-fearing man, I see people recommend therapy before they
But not
recommend
God.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can have God and therapy.
Yeah.
I
can
see
have
people
both.
recommend therapy before they recommend
Go to
Jesus.
You know why?
No,
You know-
listen to what she.
'Cause
All right,
people phony in the
describe
church,
your
though.
therapist. Watch this. What you just say?
What?
What you say about your therapist is not there to what?
Oh, my therapist is not there to fix me. They're there to help me cope, to help me problem solve, to
Mhm.
navigate what I'm going through, to help me
A
develop
comforter.
tools.
Comforter.
No.
No.
Well, that sounds
No.
like what the Holy Ghost do.
No. Wait, hold on.
Similar to the Holy Ghost. Like, this is what happens when
Sound
you
like
got a
prayer.
yeah, like when you got a therapist for a lifetime. It's like a motherfucker that got a trainer at the gym for a lifetime. They become a crutch. Like, you are there to get the teachings and then go on and apply them.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
if
about
you
lifetime.
if
There's
you-
a season. You
No,
know?
Yeah.
people keep therapists all the time.
But
Those-
if that's
Like,
making,
for years. That's a failed therapist.
if that's making
No, it's
them
not.
a better
No, it's not.
person,
Time to
then
go to
so
another
what?
therapist.
Yo,
therapist.
if
He
you
said
need
it's a
me to
failed
train you to
It's time
get in
go to
shape
another one.
for the rest of your life,
It's
I'm
time.
a shitty trainer.
No, but what
That's
if you
not
want
true.
to like sustain? Like make sure, okay, this is working. I'm
My
gonna stick by
teaching
it.
should be good enough.
No.
There's a
Everybody
different
is
season
unique.
in their
Right.
life.
Everybody-
Every
Then
life-
you're
For
leaning
everybody
on
that's
me.
religious.
No,
You're
they're
not. You're
For-
not problem solving.
for
You
everybody that's
allowing me to
religious-
make your problem
Wait a
solve
minute.
your problem.
Wait
Hey,
a
I
minute.
get what you
Wait.
said. If
Wait,
everybody
hold on,
religious,
wait.
you should just have
Hold
faith
on.
in God that He gonna get you through all that.
But God
The
put
way.
Best
therapists
book ever.
here.
Lean not onto your own understanding.
You
Best
can
book
still
ever.
lean into
What-
God and still go to therapy. A therapist is not to replace God. You can
Yeah.
still have both.
You can have a Christian therapist.
Yeah.
You can
When
pray
you
before.
when people see you
Well,
remember
no,
back in the day
what
they
he's
said when
saying
somebody
is,
used to act
when
crazy,
somebody got a
that
problem, go
motherfucker
see a
need
therapist.
Jesus.
They never just say go see.
Well, they
No,
may
back
not
in
be
the
a
day,
believer.
they used this is how the devil worked. Back in the day when somebody act crazy, they said that motherfucker need Jesus. Nowadays, that nigga need therapy.
But guess why?
Watch
But guess
the
why?
replacement of this
Wait,
shit.
no. There is no replacement. Here's the thing. When you seek your pastor for those kind of counselings, that's geared towards a religious aspect.
Yes.
When you go to your therapist, that's geared towards a judgment-free aspect that's
Yes.
going to help you
Yes.
That makes
individually.
sense. You
Absolutely.
can't tell me that don't make sense.
I don't mind. Like, the reason I say therapist, I don't believe in this shit
Go
is
try
because
one.
every time I talk to him, like after years, you're still going to this person.
No,
Go
but
try
okay.
one.
gotta try
Like, how the
one.
fuck?
You
What
gotta
the
try
fuck do they
one.
do
Some-
that you gotta
Try
keep
one.
going to?
You gotta try
Try it.
every therapist is not equipped to help you. Sometimes you have to go and see multiple therapists
Yes.
until you
Until you
find
find
one
that
that
one.
you can relate to, that you know that can really help you.
So, when you go to a therapist, they tell you that the work you have to do the work yourself.
Kind of.
They tell you you are the one that gets to fix you.
yes. and
Run
no.
into therapist to therapist. You are avoiding the work.
No,
Some
you're not.
people
No, you're
like,
not. No, you're not. No, you're
No, you're
not.
not.
You have to find the one that works for you.
Yes.
Seriously.
it's
Go try it
you
out. Try
that
it
can
out.
fix you.
No.
No one else.
But some
no,
people need
because
help.
You need to hear. You,
All right, how about this? It's like this. Okay, you can come to me and I can give you a recipe. You come back to me and I can give you another recipe. You come back at one point, you got to go in there and cook your damn self.
True.
But did you hear?
If
what
you
he
really
said?
want to nurture your soul and your
Yep.
body, you have to go in there and cook your damn
gotta
self.
do it
The
yourself.
fact that you keep coming getting recipes, you should have enough that you don't need me.
That's not true.
What if you
That's
want
not
to
true.
try something new?
Then
all
you
the
make
time?
a therapist a god when you
No,
say,
you
I
don't.
need you.
It's not like that.
How?
No,
It's not like that.
no,
It's not
no.
like that.
Tell me how many sessions do you say, all right, I'm out?
You never know. It
So
depends
it
on
can
the
be
person.
forever.
It doesn't mean
depends on
that
the
you got to see
person.
this therapist every week, every 2 weeks. Sometimes you can have check-ins with them maybe every 3 months. You
Yep.
just checking in,
Yep.
just touching bases, just seeing how things go.
Right.
Some people really genuinely really need to. You got to think about people go through trauma. They go
Yes.
through
Right.
real life stuff.
All kinds.
As we said before, a trigger is a trigger. No matter how much you go to get help, you still have that trigger. Some people, you just need to have that person there. A therapist, they're not biased.
Like when people say you still have a trigger, no, you choose to have a trigger.
No,
No,
no, no.
all
right, all right, let me ask you
no,
something.
No,
Is
no.
it things that used to piss you off that don't piss you off anymore?
You avoid them.
Answer the question.
You
Yeah, it
avoid
still
them.
pisses
Wait,
You
wait,
gotta
no,
avoid them.
no.
They're still a trigger.
Answer me the question. Let me answer the question. Is it things that used to get on your nerves that no longer get on your nerves?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's only a trigger when you allow to,
No.
you keep you hold on to
Wait a
it.
minute.
Just
wait a
because
minute,
it
wait a
gets
minute.
on
Hold,
your
hold,
nerves
hold.
don't mean
Wait,
it's a trigger.
Wait.
It
Yeah.
doesn't mean
You
it's
called
a
it
trigger.
a trigger.
A
Hold on,
trigger.
wait.
It's
I
two
think
different
there's certain
things.
stuff that could be like triggers, like
It's two
like
different
like rape
things.
and abuse.
Thank you.
That shit right there, that could be a trigger.
If you hold on to it.
No.
What the hell you
no.
mean if you hold on
If-
to it? Yo, that's called
That's some
trauma.
shit.
Like for
That's
me,
some shit that happened to
if
you that you
yell
ain't
at
got no
me,
choice about.
Yeah.
Yelling
You
at
can't
me
control
is a
it.
trigger.
Okay, that's
Like
fine.
her being mad
okay.
at a dude, she
Oh,
could control it, but you
okay,
can't control
alright.
nobody taking advantage of you.
That's fine. But you can't judge triggers because all of them ain't created equally.
Well,
my
no
trigger,
kidding.
and my trigger could lead to me killing myself, right?
That's why it's a trigger.
All right. If you are a man that's 40, 50 years old, and
Mhm.
you still saying my daddy don't dare when I was raised, but I can lean on it's a trigger.
That's
for me.
not a
Yeah, that's
trigger.
bullshit.
That's not a
That's
trigger.
excuse.
That's not a trigger.
No, no, no.
How you
That's
gonna
not a
take-
trigger.
how you gonna
That's
take
not
away
a
what-
trigger.
So, yeah,
That's-
how you gonna take away
That's
what
not
triggers
a
him?
trigger.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
can't
How
do
you gonna
that.
take away that?
You can't do that. That's his
No,
trigger.
a trigger is
That's an excuse.
No,
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 That's
that's
an
an
excuse.
excuse.
That's
Y'all
an
prove-
Well,
excuse.
y'all prove
That
it.
is
That's an excuse.
Let me tell you, a trigger.
Y'all proving this point.
No,
No, I'm
let me
not.
tell
No,
you.
I'm not.
This
No.
is the difference between a trigger and this is what a trigger is. A trigger
Trigger
is
and trauma.
listen. Okay, say if my mother was not in my life, right?
Mhm.
So I feel if I'm in a relationship, every man I'm with, I cling to him. But when he, in the midst of an argument, if he storms out on me, him leaving is a trigger because I feel abandoned by my mother. However, I will forever have that trigger. But going to therapy and seeking therapy, getting help, I will know how to control it. So if somebody walks out on me in the midst of an argument, maybe as before where I would go off, I would try to stop them for leaving and blocking them for leaving. Now I can control myself.
All right, this
You could've controlled it
no,
from the
watch
beginning.
this. Watch
No,
This-
no.
this. This is
no.
how you know that
No.
trigger shit is based off if you hold on to it. Because how is it that you can hold on to a trigger, but all the good shit you can't hold on
That
to?
no. You
That's-
could.
that's-
Oh, no,
you
no,
could
wait,
hold
wait, no,
on-
no.
That's true.
Because no,
Anything good, you
It-
hold on to the negative shit.
Yeah.
but the
I
good
hold on
shit,
to the
you
good.
all-
like
it'll
I
get
hold on to
wiped
the
out.
bad.
No,
It'll get
no,
wiped out
no.
by the negative shit, no matter what, every time.
Say it again.
No.
'Cause they
Y'all
choose-
just said it.
No.
You
You can
No.
do a million things right,
All
and
right,
then one bad thing.
We all over now.
We ain't all
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
place.
yeah.
We're gonna stick
Okay,
right here.
So, all right, so we're talking about triggers, right? Or
Right.
therapists? Which one?
We're saying
Trigger and trauma.
I'm bringing up that therapy. If you got a therapist for life, you're not doing no work,
But I
and
don't-
that therapist.
I don't think
fails
that's
you.
too common though.
And
for
people
life.
and
Yeah,
she
not
and
for
they
life.
and they brought up the fact that therapy is helps you deal with triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to do the work on the inside, and they're only triggers if you allow it to be one. Because if you can hold on, like you said, I'll always have this, but you ain't gonna always have good things either. So how do good things fade, but this bad thing stay?
Well, that For one,
That's because you allow. You keep
You
it.
allow it.
That
You
depend-
allow it.
Wait.
No.
That
How?
Listen, that
Right.
depends on the individual for one. And going back to what I said, you need to know who you are.
Yeah.
You got to know who you are.
Nigga,
And
that
that's
answer
what
the
it
question.
is. It
Hold on, let
depends
me
on
ask you
our
something. So let me
brain.
ask you
It
something.
depends on
So
our
a man to be
brain.
winding down you in the beginning, right? Doing all that. He cheat on you. So all that good shit just went out the window, right?
I mean, cheating is that's not a trigger.
So every time he
It could be.
look, no, watch this.
No.
It's
Watch
abandonment.
Watch
You
this.
left me for somebody. That's what you just said.
No, because you can be with a woman forever, right? You made a good point. Because this is a trigger. I cheated on you. Now when you see my phone
You
turned
triggered.
down,
Yeah, you triggered.
triggered.
That's bullshit.
Because when you did that,
That's
when you were cheating.
insecurity.
That's a
Right.
choice.
No,
That's
that's a
insecurity.
trigger.
That's a trigger for people though.
Yes.
If your
Or-
phone
or-
upside down,
Or,
Okay, well,
or I'm saying
okay.
I'm coming home late and I'm at
that's
the
a
job.
trigger.
That's
well,
a
if
trigger.
it is a trigger,
No, that's
if
insecurity.
if
Man,
it
y'all
is,
can't pick and choose.
okay,
That's a
if
trigger,
it
man.
is, okay,
You-
I get
you
what
can't
you're
tell me
saying.
that the trigger. If I know you've been out cheating, I know you for a fact you got caught cheating. You was out late. You gonna be triggered by this motherfucker
Any
not
pattern
coming
that
home.
I resemble back
Yeah.
then
Any
will
pattern that
show
don't
up if
change.
you hold on to that trigger.
I understand, but that doesn't mean that, okay, using the phone, if I've been cheated on and you putting the phone down, it triggers me. Although, yeah, I may be triggering. Triggering is it's triggering an emotion.
Right.
I'm feeling an emotion. But that does not mean that I have to react to you putting your phone down.
Now, how
I could still feel trigger
Yeah.
and I could still feel that emotion. However, because I've done the work, I am now in control of that.
So you saying that whatever happened to you bad, you have to hold on to it forever.
You naturally
Subconsciously, you
subconsciously
might.
right.
But whatever happened to you
Good.
you don't
It just
hold on
goes
to
out
it
the window.
forever.
That's wild.
It's
No, I do.
because
I
once
do.
our brain, this is the thing.
If
with-
you get a raise this year, next year you can be like, damn, can I get a raise?
Yeah.
You're gonna be happy about the raise this year. But now, like, we just gave you one shit. That was a year ago.
Well, that's business.
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
showing you examples of how you was happy, but now you're not happy about the raise you got.
You're never satisfied. People are never
Right.
satisfied.
So, but they will hold on to bad. And that's what I'm saying. Your therapist fails you if
That-
you got to keep them.
that's what I was telling you.
No.
Oh, okay, so
Nah.
I think that's wrong. First of all,
I know it's
your
it's
therapist did not fail you. First of all, you're not the same person you are next, like for a whole year, right?
okay.
You can change. You're human. You
I
go
agree.
through experiences. You
I
change.
agree.
And with these changes, the therapist is there to help you to maneuver them and to give you the proper tools in order to overcome them in a healthy way that's beneficial for you and tailored for you. And some people need them lifelong because there are changes in life that they're like, holy cow, this, let me not mess up. I've seen mess up before. I'm going to this therapist. They've given me great resources and tools to be able to maneuver life, and it's been really helpful. So why the hell am I not going to go back to be like, all right, before I mess up, what's the hurdle for this one?
You
Not
o-
the same
You
thing.
you
It's something different.
you only get one lifetime partner, and it's your wife and your husband, not your fucking therapist.
Well, it helps.
You going the fact that you can go share things with your therapist shows you how out of touch we are with one another.
that is not true.
That's not true
No.
because
Why
guess what?
can't you are marrying? You giving your life and all to a person. That person is your other better half. Y'all are one. How can't you speak to them about what you go through?
Because we're two different people and we're communicating.
So is the therapist and you.
We may be communicating the same thing, but we're communicating it at different ways in the
Yes.
best way we possibly can. So we need a mediator to come in the middle to tell us, yo, this is what this person's saying. Because at the end of the day, we women, we're emotional. Men, you could be emotional too, but
Right.
guess what? You are going to be like, oh yeah, my wife's just emotional. Oh, she's just dramatic. But she might be saying the same shit you saying and you just haven't received it. So a therapist is there to be able to be like, yo, try this. Maneuver it this way. Go in that way. And guess what? It works. So why?
know
It's
a
like
lot.
How
a
many-
healthy drug
Yo,
that you want.
I wish I had my phone on so I can Google how many married therapist couples stay together after therapy.
A lot.
I don't think it's. I think
A
it's less than
lot.
50%.
But that's the problem. People go into therapy thinking that therapy is going to change them, fix their situation. People go in there with the wrong mindset.
Right,
It's
so
not
why you
to-
need them?
To show you who you are.
pull out what you already hiding inside or
Put-
what
read
you're
about
afraid to say.
to find
Read
your
about one
greatness.
and watch you find out who
To
you really
find
are.
your
Say if
greatness.
somebody get angry, you get angry, upset all the time. You may not understand, why am I so angry? You go to a therapist. Yeah, okay, if I'm married, I could talk to my husband, honey, yeah, I'm always feeling angry or whatever. I'm gonna find a therapist. I go to a therapist. That therapist can help me break down.
Mhm.
Can talk back, going back to my childhood, break down my childhood, break down different parts of my life where I could get to the bottom of why I am angry all the time,
Yeah.
why I am frustrated all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we don't own our
And
shit.
that's why I said I don't think that shit work, especially with lifetime partners. I get going. It's like I said, you can go to the gym and he can give you a diet plan and a workout plan. He gonna show you where you failed at based off your diet and what you've been taking in. He gonna show you what exercise you need to get the physique you want. But when it comes, and then you go and apply. But if you keep, he having to watch over you. He having to always, after y'all done had your extended time to where you need to get to your goal.
Mhm.
I seen people, once they let the trainer go back to being horrible looking.
Yeah.
It's because their trainer became their God.
Hey, DJ, it's-
No,
Or
because-
their train, not God, it's too extreme as God. Their trainer became their crutch. Meaning, like, they only felt confidence when they were speaking around the trainer. They only felt like they can do it when they was around the trainer. The real test is not in therapy, it's outside. And every time you fail and you keep running back, and he giving you this and it's supposed to be working, shouldn't he equip you to go out there and not need him anymore?
It's working for that particular aspect. that
DJ,
you went to them
70%
for.
You giving a flawed individual too much credit. Oh, they human do.
right.
Like therapists
But
They
be
be
having
fucked up.
biased.
They be
They're
having
not
fucked
up
biased.
too.
they be having
Oh, yeah.
They be like
therapists
the
too.
most fucked up people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Man,
they're
I promise you,
non-biased.
back in the day, you can go you
Exactly.
can go to grandma, you can go to granddaddy, you can go to that drunk at the store and get some of the realest
The
game you
knowledge.
ever heard in your life.
And they
Again,
biased too.
Non-biased.
It's
sometimes.
non-biased, but just because they're non-biased don't mean they're right. They and they're going based off a script that they're reading. They go to school for this. They're
I got
trained
to
to
tell
do
you
this.
something. Yeah, you
Like
paying me.
they
I got
have
to
a
tell you
template
something.
for when you walk in the door.
They specialize in the mind.
No,
Exactly.
No, they go and they have a template based off somebody else. Before somebody wrote it up and made a criteria. I said that right?
Criteria.
Criteria. Before they wrote it up, it was no therapist.
Curriculum?
Curriculum sounds
I think
right.
that's what you're
It's
trying
for
to
school.
say.
Yeah.
Sounds right. But it's for therapy. But like once they wrote it up, it's like when you go and you take their class. You go and read a book based off somebody that used
Some
experienced
experience
knowledge.
from the past, yeah.
Do you
They
really?
was not therapists at
No,
first.
they go to training.
It's just like you have to go to barber school to
Yeah.
get your license, but it was a barber before barber school.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, let me
Hey,
ask you a
but
It's
question.
people
right?
that can do hair that don't need a license.
You're
Let me
right.
ask you this question, right? So you're messing up in life, you don't see any way out, and someone says, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and get counsel or like therapy?"
Crack.
And you go in there and they open your eyes to a different avenue, a different perspective on life compared to what your peers would do or your mom would do. That meaning this person sees the bigger picture. This person sees the tool for your personality type and for you as an individual that would work for your life, and you try it and it works. And you start going through another hurdle
This
in
God's
life.
will.
You gonna go back to that person?
Hell, no. You think that person got all the answers to
No,
your
they
problem?
don't. But they'll
Why the
help
fuck
you
would I keep
process
going to
things.
them?
They'll help you process things that
They don't have all the answers to their problem.
Hey, it was 70%.
It's not about their problem. It's your problem.
They
Yeah.
have a template.
It's 70%.
You come with this
the branches at
problem,
work.
I
Yeah.
give you this answer. What you said?
It was 70%
Of what?
the
Married
marriages
couples
go.
that stay together after therapy. Ooh,
I
ain't
don't believe-
even fitty.
I don't
That's
boy.
a lot.
It ain't
That's a
even
lot.
fitty.
They be saying, like, even with politics, they be bringing up polls, and I've never been asked no question.
Nigga ain't
It
never
ain't
asked me
nobody
nothing.
asking you. You don't give a shit about it. I come him. That nigga gonna debunk the whole thing.
But truth be told, If you gotta have a lifelong therapist, your therapist is
Man,
a
that
loser.
That shit
No,
is
no,
in-
no.
That shit is in
If
you to
have
change
a-
Try
That's-
God, Jesus.
It's in you to change
First.
No, therapy is
Try
great.
both of them.
You may not want
The
to
Try
do
fact
it
that you
Jesus.
put them on the
lifelong.
same level is scary.
Ain't nobody putting them.
Ain't
on the
nobody
same
putting
You
a
just did.
therapist on the
I
I
same
said,
said
try
you don't have-
God,
God
Jesus
is
first.
always
No,
gonna-
try both of them.
Yeah, yes.
If
You putting them on the same
No,
level.
I'm not.
If you
no,
gotta-
I'm not.
if you
gotta
Listen,
Yeah.
if you gotta have a
I think you got
lifelong-
God-fearing parents too. You hear?
if you gotta
Yeah.
have a lifelong therapist, then you got lifelong problems.
Huh?
If you gotta have a
That's why
lifelong
it's in
therapist,
you to
then you got
change
lifelong
you.
problems.
Okay, great.
Can't nobody
so
tell
now
you
that
what
we're
to do to
clar-
change you.
now that we're
It's that shit
clarifying
go-
this, like he's against lifelong therapy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Short-term therapy might be an option.
I think that anybody with
Right?
because I think that you go to the I
He debunking the
go
whole
go
thing.
to the Bible. I'm gonna try Jesus first.
But
And if
then
he
what if-
fail, I go to the other God, the therapist.
What if you ever meet those people who pull the Bible out just to prove their point of view?
I
To
don't do
lean
that.
on to their understanding?
But that's the thing about it. That's people.
you
that-
might be different.
no.
But
no,
if that's
no,
the advice you're giving people,
No,
there are a lot of people out
I
here.
know how the Bible does when you read it. It shows you how flawed you are. It breaks you down.
And do you change automatically?
Hell no, it takes work.
Okay.
But guess what? You're convicted of what you are, and you start changing. I guess it's similar to your therapist.
So then, okay, so if you don't want a therapist, then that means when you get sick, you don't need to be taking no Tylenol, no ibuprofen.
Go to the doctor
You don't need to
every
go to
year.
the doctor.
Yeah, get
No,
you don't need none of
Just
that.
go out there and get some
You
grass,
You
natural
just
shit from
walk
the
around
earth.
here sick and let your body naturally
you some
fight
shit
it
from
out.
the
Go
earth,
see
man.
the doctor
When-
every year.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
That's
You don't
lifelong,
need
nigga.
none of
Get you
them.
some of that
better
Dr. Sabi
agree.
shit. You be all right.
can't-
Okay, you think I'm gonna go like first of all, most therapists have therapists. You think I'm
Yes,
gonna go to a
that's
crazy
true.
motherfucker
I
that
hope
got
so.
All
therapy?
doctors have doctors.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
You think I'm gonna go to somebody that need therapy themselves?
My dentist got a
Man, get the
dentist.
fuck
Right.
Everybody needs somebody to help them out.
Think about it. You probably do need a therapist if you are a therapist. You listening to problems
Yeah.
All
all
day,
long.
taking in that energy.
You-
of course,
you
they're
chose
trying to
that
be
life.
better for you.
I guess if you're emotionally bankrupt, you should go see a therapist.
Heck
Lord.
yeah. And even
I
if
say
you're
try
not,
If you're
Jesus
not.
first
That's fine.
try
You can do
Jesus, pray about
because
it.
I
in the
know that
morning.
people
and
recommend
still
therapy.
get
God,
some
now.
therapy.
God.
Say, dear
Not-
God,
Try
please
God.
send me a right therapist.
Yes.
Because I know I'll be asking you for stuff, God. I need you to send me the lamb in the bush, the
God,
ram in the gush.
God will speak to you
And
through
then-
a child
and then-
if you listen.
What if you're not around kids and you're in a war zone?
Crack
Be like, God, I came back from the war.
It's just amazing how
No, it's not a differentiation
It's just
of saying
amazing.
you're choosing God
this
or
is
a therapist.
this is the fucking soft era of us that like can you imagine we got shit like mental health day. Can you imagine if you had a chance to speak to your slave ancestors and say, yeah, I had to
they'll
take
be
me
fucked
a
up.
mental health day?
But mental health is
They
real.
like, what
You
the-
need a
This is
Yeah,
when
whoop-
you allow shit
fuck
to, you
around
believe
with
in
you.
shit. I'm talking about people that actually went through real shit.
Shit.
Define
Yeah.
real
How
shit.
is it
Yeah.
that marriages stayed together during slavery, but they can't stay together now?
But you see how angry
That's
people were
a
back
different
then.
time frame.
Yeah, we
They
fucking
had
How
angry too,
mean
like-
spirited people
That's
were
a-
back
How
then.
Hey, if that's
how
waking you
about
up
this?
at 4 in the
How
morning to
about
pick
in
cotton, you
that
be
era
mean too.
of slavery, it's more suicides now than then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a different time frame.
No, this is the fucked up mindset of us now.
Yep.
This is what happens when you're spoiled
Accepting
and
that
entitled.
bullshit.
No,
How is
no,
it that
no.
we're more
Why?
suicidal now than in slavery?
Because during slavery, they will kill you if you try to kill yourself.
Bitch, if you're suicidal, who give a fuck? Who give a fucking
You don't care at that
fuck?
point.
Who cares?
But you better do it. Because
But
if you don't
guess
do
what?
it, then they're going to kill you.
Right.
That's
But
what he's
we're-
looking for.
But I'm saying
Most
we
of
have
the
more
time-
suicides now
Most
than
of the
then.
time, when you won't think of suicide.
Because people
back
look
then.
at the world
This is
pressures
what
of
I'm
the world.
assuming, right? Back then, you're not thinking suicide because you have either a kid, a wife, a mama, a brother
Same
that
shit
just
now.
bought you in here, and oh God, I'm
Same
in
shit
slavery.
now.
So, oh no, now it's like
You got more choices
my mama
now.
didn't give me this. Spoil, yes, we're spoiled.
Yeah.
Yes, we're soft, of course. But
Yeah.
back then, you
We
got
sitting on the
you-
AC,
These niggas in the
talking
hot.
in the mic,
I'm talking about hot.
saying fuck the leader of the country. Like we do all this free shit, and we're more suicidal now than they were.
That's wild.
Because
We talk about our
It's them
mental
damn-
health.
It's them damn shots they gave you when you was a baby. Some folks couldn't handle it. That's what it is.
I'm just looking at how weak of a version of them that we became. These are descendants of slaves, and the shit they actually went through, we benefit for. Because they took the steps to get us
Making
to
it
this point.
real soft.
And we're the ones that have more. We need a mental health day.
I guess we have more
As we
access
should
to
We
have
like,
call
mental
shit
health.
racist that ain't even racist.
You right on that.
yeah.
They have real racism.
Yeah.
We have, that bitch cut in front of me because I'm black.
No.
no, but we have more access to stuff that would either
Yeah.
make us suicidal or
Yeah.
like,
No.
you know.
You talking about whips on your
They
back,
beating your
working
ass.
up,
But
turn
it
down, that makes you less
First of
suicidal?
all,
Bro, I mean, we
they
have
coming in there taking your kids,
they-
raping your kids.
Right.
That'll
No,
make you
listen,
lose your damn
back
mind.
then,
You
I
take
feel-
your wife.
No, listen, I feel like back then, like they had something else to live for, like living for their family, their kids, now, hear me out. Now we have, the standard of our peers. Like,
no,
my
no.
gosh.
You living for your baby now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
then. There you go.
Yeah.
But guess what? Like majority of people that do commit suicide is either going through something that was traumatic, something that like they're unstable mentally.
So why do rich people, like the people that's like got money, like why are they killing themselves?
They have mental health too. A lot of this stuff is mental health, is mental illness. Even back then, they had mental health has been going on, been prevalent, especially within the black community.
That's why
for
they don't
many
believe in
years.
therapy.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so many of us are alcoholics? People, we on drugs.
Yeah.
A lot of times people who abuse alcohol, who are on drugs, they are suffering from a mental health. They just don't know it. And then again, within the black community, it's looked down upon to seek therapy.
Because you're
Yeah.
not
People
strong.
quick to
It
want to
makes
say,
you
oh, well,
weak,
go to
you
God,
know?
go to God. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going to God. Yes, of course.
That's right.
God can get you through anything. But also God put these therapists here to help me. God put tools on this earth for us to use to help us develop and grow.
Yeah, because
He also
let
sent
me
the
ask
Holy
you a
Ghost to
question.
comfort you.
Let me ask you a question. You ever cry so bad that like somebody knocked on your door and came in and you had a conversation with them and felt so good about whatever you were going through?
No.
You
Mm-mm.
ain't never
I
cried
ain't either.
and had the
Really?
let's say not
Men
cried.
don't. Men
You've
don't.
been
We-
done.
Men
You've
don't.
been down in the
we can
dumps.
mute.
did that.
We can mute this mic. 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 Say that shit again.
So you've never been down in the dumps and just one person came by and be like, yo, how you doing? Blah,
I
blah, blah,
promise
blah.
you, I've had that happen, and it was from somebody that suffers from like mental illness, and they was like, "Don't give up hope, son." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And it like brightened my day up. But that ain't got nothing to do with having a lifetime therapist.
Okay,
They
not
are
lifetime. What about like a season?
He's serious.
You should have a therapist for that problem. I mean,
Okay.
what?
You can't
Let
Once
me-
we
put-
have a
break this down.
conversation,
You
Let me
can't
and
break
you
this
tell
down.
you break
on
it down, you give me the tools to work on myself. I don't need you no more.
Let me tell you this, like marriage, right? Marriage, like you walk in there after that beautiful wedding and all this
Back to
shindig.
boyfriend
Guess
and
what? When
girlfriend.
that door closed and all them people go home, you gotta deal with this motherfucker, right?
You're right.
This is like death.
So-
when people die.
You don't. You're new. He's new. So like, how are you gonna maneuver this and communicate with them? You think that you guys sat and talked about, oh, when we're stressed or when we're going through something, let's talk about it. In that moment, you ain't talking about shit.
Y'all just,
You throwing a dish, you cussing them out, you calling
Right.
them out of the name.
y'all just
But
business
guess
partners.
what?
That's all.
When you've
When
gone
you get
going
married.
through a therapist, you kind of check yourself because most of the time we're going with
Yeah.
ego, pride,
Yeah.
selfishness, all the stuff that we think, oh yeah, eventually I'll figure it out. How about if you figure it out with help and proper tools, right? Not saying you need to do this for the rest of your life, but I'm saying for the beginning chunk of it, like, hey, it helps.
You know how you said the doctor? You ever see people that go to the doctor for everything?
Mhm.
Everything they hit the damn doctor. At some point, the doctor like, damn, man.
No, they're not. They're like, come back again.
Yeah, get that
Money.
check.
Yeah.
Run that
They
insurance.
there for
Best to be safe than
everything.
sorry.
It's like I just don't get why you need a therapist for a lifetime. I don't even believe in this shit. I think it's a scam.
What about part-time?
I think you can use the people in your community. You can use the people that you hold dear, and you can fix what's in you with getting
We need a
unbiased.
therapist on here.
Yeah.
You
What
know a
if-
therapist?
What if someone who has
No,
a
she probably
mental
got one.
health diagnosis, you still think they don't
said
need
do what?
they have a mental illness.
Mhm.
They have some form of mental illness. You think that they don't need a therapist
How would a
lifetime
therapist
long?
fix that?
Yeah.
If it's a mental illness.
Yeah, they
It's
can.
different types of therapy.
Yeah.
You have CBT therapy, you have DBT therapy, you have so many different types of therapy that helps treat certain types of mental illness.
Like,
Probably
Alright.
help them cope with it.
we're gonna get off the
But-
therapy. I just had to say that, man.
But he don't believe in therapy.
Another
Yeah.
thing that I definitely don't believe in that. I believe
Get therapy.
I
if you need it.
believe it ain't nothing but an expensive conversation. But anyway, let me go back to
Bankrupt. Emotional bankrupt. When you become emotionally bankrupt.
All right, so emotionally bankrupt. See, like this lead me back to the last podcast. They said some more shit that I ain't like, but I'm here now. Welcome back. I'm here now. Like I've noticed that people get turned off by the way I deliver a message. Like even like if you're a woman that are thick-skinned, then you kind of embrace a person like me. Like you like that bluntness. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have people like that like to try to put try to put the medicine in the candy. It's similar to like I compare it to like I call it DUI. You can drive under the influence and you can date under the influence. See, a real friend, if you're driving under the influence, will tell you, no, a real friend, no, these guys that women tend to listen to more, they tell them, no, you shouldn't, but it's up to you, queen. They break it down in a way where it's so polite, right? Me, I'm the person that go and take your keys. You're gonna cuss me out, but when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna thank me. Because you can't. I thought I can handle women with care. You can't. This is the reason why you can't when it comes to truth with women. Saying shit because they can hear it better, it does not work. Their emotion and their will is too powerful. If you take away the excuse and put the truth right in front of them, because if you give them the little lollygag shit, their emotions and their will overpower it because they can lie to themselves about the men they're dating under influence. But they can lie to themselves about them and not give up on them. But I put the truth in front of them where you can't even blame the nigga you're dating. You got to blame yourself for keep putting your ass in this situation. And I see a lot of men get a lot of followers and get a lot of shit saying this shit that they want to hear.
Yeah, that should be.
And they'll use men to make them feel, but yeah, Queen, he shouldn't treat you like that, this, that, and the third. Like, the whole time, he been showing himself the whole time, but she keep falling for it. Because her emotions and her will is super powerful. Just like when they're geared to some good shit, you can't stop women. But when you put that truth and it's nasty and it's ugly, even if they don't like it, something draws them to it. Like even when you watch Kevin Samuel, he always had women on his show talking to him. Called them fat, you ain't gonna get a man. They showing up the next week. Because something about raw truth, they like it. They tell you to tell the truth. It's gonna hurt their feelings, but they do like it at the end of the day.
They like the punishment?
That's for the birds. You better put some respect on my name. Look, when you come deliver right, because not everyone's gonna receive it that way.
And in the fact that you're saying the truth have to be packaged right.
I didn't say packages. I said be respectful with your tone.
People
Don't
that
come
say
at
that
me and be like, "Yo, bitch, blah, 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 blah." Don't do that.
People
Come
that
and
say
be
that
like, "Hey,
people
this
that say
is
the
what's
package
going on."
People that say that the truth need to be packaged pretty, they need therapy.
Nah,
You're damn right. And it
Like
works.
I just fucking with you.
It works.
It do not work.
Oh, you?
No, I definitely, No. But I'm saying like, man, you got me lost. What the hell were you saying?
I said,
The way you have to deliver it. No, you can't tell me to be honest and then dictate how I tell you.
Okay, then, well, if that's the case,
What is honesty if I have to sugarcoat? That's
no,
not
you don't have
honest.
to sugarcoat it. You be respectful. with it.
right?
No, I can be respectful. No, what you mean? Like, don't call you out your name?
Don't call
And
me
don't
by
be
name.
yelling.
Yeah, I get
Watch
that.
your tone. Don't raise your voice. At
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't put your hand in my face. But you can speak to me. Yes.
Mm.
Deliver your message and speak to me
Yeah.
like a human being. Don't be like.
But like,
demeaning.
say for instance, you keep going back and getting hurt by a guy, and I'm your friend, and you ask me, so I was like, yo, you're being stupid.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
That you're calling
Nothing
me
wrong
out.
with
You're
that.
telling me, hey, yo.
No. Every time you bring up, because no, this is what men do. Every time you bring up what he did, I put the onus on you.
You're fine. Yes.
But men don't do that. Men say he shouldn't treat you like that, this, that, and the third.
That's because they
And
trying to
sugarcoat.
hit.
Yeah,
we
because they
cussing.
have a hidden agenda themselves.
No,
They
yeah,
trying to
that's what I'm
hit,
saying.
yeah.
But women follow these guys that put the medicine in the candy. Why can't you just take the medicine?
Because people don't want to hear or don't want to deal with, don't make them feel good.
So
you don't want the
that's a
truth?
problem. Is that
Yeah,
don't
we
want the
want the
truth.
truth, but I'm saying some women, they can't accept the truth because it does not make them feel
When you
good.
in it,
and
you in it.
see, you
though.
heard me say this before, but this is why I got on, like, when I did my show by myself, I was talking about like how the pastors are preaching towards emotions. That's why you get a church full of women. You know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
can get a gay pastor if you preach to emotions versus what's in the Bible.
That's
Like I
true.
said, when you deal with truth, I told you this before. If you ask somebody, I always said this, ask this person that went on vacation for 3 days, that says the shortest vacation ever had. You ask the same person that been to jail for 3 days, they're gonna say that's the longest 3 days of my life. That's emotion. But the truth is, 72 hours is 72 hours. This is what happens when you allow emotions to trump truth.
I don't mean to go down this path, but scientifically, it's something called hormones.
I get that, but that don't change the
I'm
time.
just saying, like, that's the difference between spending 72 hours in
Nah, it's
prison.
just shit you want to
and
do.
72
It's just your
hours.
fun, what you like, your preference. You don't want to be in no damn one room for 72 hours when you can be on vacation. Like, it's just what you like.
Yo, you know when it comes to like relationships, and I really hate this. I hate this saying. I really hate this saying. You know, a relationship is hard work.
It is. It
Why?
It's
Why?
two different
What?
It shouldn't be that hard.
trying
No,
to get
no,
together.
no.
It shouldn't be
Yes.
hard.
No.
If it's
hard.
hard,
It's hard.
yo,
if it's hard, it's
watch,
not for you.
Watch any person. This is what happens. When you love a job, it does not feel like work.
Yes, it do. I love my job.
Hell
and it
no.
still
They
work.
don't feel like
Hell
work.
no. When
ain't
you
have no
love
problem
your
getting
job,
up.
it don't feel like work.
Nope.
If this was my full-time job, this don't feel like work.
But if you
When
have,
you working on your films, that shit don't feel like work. When you love something, it shouldn't feel like work.
Shit should be easy.
Relationships shouldn't feel like hard. It shouldn't be a hard job.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I agree with
What?
that.
Okay.
It should
dealing
not
with
be.
another
what you're
human
It should
being,
not be hard.
But get,
dealing with another human
Okay,
being.
when you
Right.
modeling stuff, do
I see
it
what
feel
he's
like
saying.
work?
I see what he's saying.
When I
but-
what?
Modeling.
Right.
No.
It is work. Yeah.
That's a hobby.
I said
Love
I ain't say it is work. I said do it feel like work.
No.
No.
But a relationship
But that's
is
different.
hard work.
That's different. You're dealing with a human being that is
Yes.
not yourself. This is not
Yes.
a doppelganger. This is not your like twin.
Well, be single.
This is not like, oh, this person coughs like me. This person heartbeats like me. This person like talks like me, walks like me, dressed like me. You looking in a mirror? You dating
But
yourself?
you love them.
It shouldn't be
No.
hard.
Shouldn't be
When you
hard
can
work.
love
Yes,
somebody,
it is hard work.
It shouldn't feel like
It
work.
shouldn't be hard.
it you can love somebody, but it's still work.
It
There's
should
levels
just
to
flow.
the different work, but you got to choose which level you want.
The
Like-
love makes you stay.
Yeah.
The love makes you stay because you love this person for all of their great qualities. However, the flaws is what makes the relationship
Okay,
work.
so out of a
You gotta like them before you love them, though.
right.
Okay.
But
you
like
still like them,
yeah.
but they still gonna have flaws. So even the people who you like, you still have to work with them through their flaws.
I feel like if it flows, it's gonna flow regardless.
I see what
It's
you're
not always
saying.
gonna flow. There's always
That ain't your person.
what? Come
That-
on now.
Okay,
You
so if
forcing
you
it.
get married,
You shouldn't have
And
to
you're
force shit.
Say it again.
no. If you
Say it
get
again. You
married,
shouldn't have
right?
to force
You're
nothing.
expecting.
Look, this is how
That's not
men
your
work.
person.
You ever see men that be with a girlfriend for 16 years and get with one woman and marry them in like 6 months?
Yep.
Because it's a
That's his
It's
person.
per-
Yeah, and
person-
you think it's perfect, right?
no.
You think they don't
No,
have flaws?
I just know that when you have love, it don't feel like work. It's not a hard decision to make because
Yep.
niggas play like, yo, it's a hard commitment.
Nah,
it really ain't.
don't
That
do
shit ain't
that.
that
That's
hard.
for
Really
the
ain't.
birds.
No.
That
That's
shit
for
ain't
the
hard.
birds
Commitment has
because
nothing
yes,
to do
they
with
can
it.
be with a woman for 16 years and then boom, break up and end up with someone and be like, oh, this is so much better, right? Do you think that's easy for them still? Do you think it's perfect? Do you
If
think
it
that
flow
they don't
natural,
get irritated with each
you,
other?
You right, but when you love
It's still
something,
work.
it shouldn't feel like work.
It at the end of the day, regardless how you spin it, it's still work.
It's
Regardless
still-
if you feel like,
yeah.
oh, this is work, or damn, I'm gonna work hard for this.
Mm.
It's still
It is still work.
motherfucking
It's-
work.
Mm.
shit.
Like at the end of the
It's
day,
about
when you
man.
say
it's
hard
the
work,
type of work.
if you saying
If
you
y'all
saying-
continuously
saying-
bumping heads,
are you saying
That's a
work or are you
different
saying
kind of
hard
work.
work? Because it's two different things.
You want that work or the work where it's like, let's work it out?
Is it hard?
Let's
Is it
talk
hard
about
work?
it.
Is it hard work?
No, look for the one where it's easy work, the easier.
it should flow.
But I'm telling
It's
you,
not always
when you
going to
love
flow.
something, it does not feel like work.
Something versus a person. Two totally
If
different
Michael
things.
Jordan could still play basketball, he will be playing
But that's
basketball.
different than dealing with another person. Their personality,
Different.
their ways,
Yeah.
their perspectives, their opinions. It's completely
To compete
different.
with the highest athletes, you have to eat right, work out every day, constantly be
You're talking
scrutinized.
about work as something you have to go and do, like to make money or to like, or a hobby, right?
I'm just saying,
I'm
when you
talking
love
about like a genuine relationship. Let's say a marriage,
it.
right?
Right.
Yeah, married 15 years. Damn, that was a lot of work, but I toughed it through, but I'm done. Oh, I'm remarried. Wow, it's so much refreshing here. Guess what? I still have to work with, you left that damn toilet seat down, but I prefer to tell you about that damn toilet seat outside of you slapping me from like my last marriage, right? Two different type of work. When it comes to another human being, you're still going to work.
Yeah.
You're a parent, you're still going to work.
Yeah.
I love my kids. I still have to work
Yeah.
with them.
I
I
can't
agree.
argue.
I agree
I think
with
you
that.
convinced me.
Finally.
I just don't.
Something.
I just don't like. It does. I don't know. It does not feel like work to me. I've been in a relationship where it felt like work, and it don't feel like work. Even when it have your bad days,
Mhm.
that day doesn't.
Still don't
do-
change.
It don't
how you-
stand out.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, we had a fucked up day.
That's
This
it.
ain't us.
Get over.
Get back to enjoying each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now when y'all sit
That's
there
the
mad
work
about
you
this
needed.
shit for
Yeah.
days,
Yeah, but
that
this,
shit.
yeah.
For the birds, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get back to shaming women for getting divorces. You remember back in the day, getting a divorce, they shamed you in the community.
They have parties now.
What
That
they
shit
do?
Yeah,
crazy.
let's go on a trip.
More women have they divorcing more men.
A union has just died,
And y'all party.
and you're partying.
Yeah, it depends on
You're
what
that say about-
celebrating
what that say
a
about your
death
friends?
to a
They
union.
want you to be out here with us.
Well, if you
That's
were
what I
getting
look
your
at it.
tail beat every day, got a divorce, and be like, oh, let me
Yeah.
celebrate my freedom.
Right.
What, you gonna be mad at that?
Sound like a quitter to me.
No.
Your head bashed in your emergency room every weekend.
Look,
Oh, you're a quitter.
I always say this is why separation is misused. Usually, when women get separated, it's just a
Excuse
step
me.
to get divorced. Usually, you're supposed to separate so that person can get themselves together and then resemble the person that you did marry,
Right.
and then you come back together. You're
Not for you to
reconcile.
separate to be doing your own thing.
You
Yeah.
only
When you come back.
separate because damn, I'm
That's
in North Carolina,
supposed to
take
be
a
the
year,
case.
then I divorce this motherfucker. But you already have a whole nother date. You have a whole nother life. You're still dating.
Yeah,
You
but
don't really give the marriage a chance. You use separation as you don't use it.
Correct.
It's just in the way of you getting to the divorce. It's never used properly.
that's true. Guys do it too, though.
Yeah, you absolutely
Yeah.
right. We need to get the shaming women though,
And guys.
because they saying that 80% of the women are calling for divorces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a whole lot of
That's
money.
That
a
shit
lot.
crazy.
Hey, they don't. He left that toilet seat. Divorce.
Yeah,
It's because
Those
they
people
making.
have
It's because
love.
they making more money.
Yeah. And not only that, people nowadays, they just don't, they they're not able to endure things.
Yeah.
The first sign of trouble, they ready to
They
say,
scared.
well,
Want to cut it off.
I'm going to go have my peace, you know?
That's what they
Yeah,
love to
that
use.
shit
That
crazy.
peace shit get
My
old.
peace.
Like my
Which
peace.
happens
No,
is a
but
wonderful
I deserve
thing.
to be happy.
My
By the end of
peace.
the day, though, like
Everything but
on
my
a
peace.
serious note, like in order for relationships to actually work, you want to be able to have two people that are willing to make it work.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
can't just beg for it
Right.
constantly.
That's
Work,
right.
work, work,
Right.
work.
Absolutely.
And then the other person just like, oh no, separation.
Just doing
Yeah.
another
and we're
key.
like, whew,
When
thank
did-
God it is
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah.
I was working alone.
Yeah.
Do you know
exactly.
when? Do you know? To be honest, fair. Do you know when to like bow out and step away?
Pick and choose your battles. Yeah,
Because
you
we
have
seem to like we know that it's dead, but it extends for 2 years. The shit died in 2020, but in 2024 you finally lead them
Scared of
motherfucker.
change.
Yeah.
Comfortability.
Yeah, you comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, they comfortable.
But
There's
it
certain
died in
aspect-
2020.
But a certain
You walking
aspects
around
of
with a
it-
corpse in the living room,
No,
But they
but
know-
eating up your
But
food.
hey,
It
but
might
they
be
know
a-
exactly what they gonna come home to.
No,
what
but there's
they
different
used to they shit.
situations. There might be kids involved, and you're like, let me tough
Yeah.
it through.
Listen, that-
Maybe I'ma
You ain't
try.
tough
Yeah,
as
you
shit
gotta
because you
stop that shit,
recognize
too.
most women already know when the shit dead.
Yeah, you're right.
I used to be one of the ones like when you got kids involved, man. Look, them kids ain't gonna make you happy. I don't recommend nobody stay with nobody because they got kids if they ain't happy. That shit is miserable.
And
And I
that's
would want
tough.
nobody to do that.
That's a tough place to be.
I would
in,
not
though.
want nobody to do that.
To stay what?
You think about the
In a
kids.
relationship where they miserable because they got kids.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you think about the kids and like how it's gonna
Yeah.
affect
Like,
them because
alright.
you want a 2-parent home, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you talking about off the
Absolutely.
jump,
You hear
or
the
like
stats
your
on that.
relationship can get rocky with anybody at any moment.
Right.
Do you just continue to run every time it does?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Well,
I'm
how
saying-
do you how
if-
do you train your child to watch your bad days and then watch you come out of it? Or are you training your child when it gets hard, run?
Mm.
No, they training them that it ain't no bad. I guess they want to keep them from the bad
You're
days.
training your child to when it get rocky in
To
a
walk
relationship
away,
to walk
yeah.
away.
So
You can also
so you
say-
as a person, you supposed to be miserable because of your child.
I support
No,
your child gonna grow up and move out, and then what you do?
this is what happens when you two are in a relationship and y'all want each other to actually succeed. You work on the shit.
Yeah.
I can be
together.
miserable. I can be miserable.
Together.
I can be miserable,
Right.
but want you to succeed. You just ain't my fucking person. That's it.
But you
No, I'm
also
talking
gotta
about.
show.
I ain't talking about girlfriends. I'm talking about like your wife or something.
But you also
You
in
ain't
the
my
same
person.
breath, in the same breath, you also have to like show your kids when it's okay to say, "All right, I did
Yeah.
my best.
Yeah.
You
I
did your best,
my
and that's
best,
it.
And I wish them well, and I moved. I
As long as
stepped
you
away
ain't
from the
I
thing.
wouldn't recommend bashing the other parent to them.
Yeah.
I would never do that. But if I'm fucking miserable and I
Yeah.
don't want to be here, like you wake up angry every day.
Yeah.
So death do its part through sickness and in health, for better or for worse.
You both went in.
That's
with
what
it.
you believe
no,
in.
no,
But
I'm saying this.
That's what you
Why-
believe
no,
in.
you're right. That's what I believe in. But I'm saying like for y'all women, we need to just take that out.
no.
Cause I can
'Cause
say
we're
once you
both
get
in
fat, I don't want your ass.
No.
The sign is trying to. I ain't
mean,
signing
I
for this.
don't.
You say the woman I dated here. She gained 50 pounds. Hell no. Like you
What
can't.
about if you did it?
You can't say my struggle and my faults. Like if you tried, if I said, babe, you need to go to the gym, this, that, and the 30, you won't work. I can literally leave you because you're out of shape. You can't judge me because you choose and pick when you want to leave. Like, so if you get sick, these are the bad things that weigh on people. You lose, you can't get up anymore. You have a hysterectomy where you ain't even attracted to that shit
You
anymore.
got a mouth.
I get to leave because the road gets rough.
But what about
You
if
have to say it for the across the board. You can't pick and choose.
the guys get to pick and
I'm
choose
talking
too?
about-
It's
No.
both.
It's
I'm talking about
wrong.
what y'all done tried. Y'all done tried, and y'all just
Yeah.
ain't clicking.
Yeah.
When do you
Ain't
quit?
nobody supposed to fucking stay
Why
there and
would
be
you
miserable.
quit
I
on
don't care what
love?
nobody-
I feel like if
Man,
it's
that shit ain't
if it's
love.
affecting
That was a lust, 'cause if
your
that was your person,
emotional,
it'd be
your
your
mental,
person.
like if it's truly if you with somebody and you're married and you really try, because like she said, it takes two people,
Right.
and you try, but your husband or wife, she's not trying, but it's starting to affect you where you can't even function day to day. Your mental health is declining. It's really, then I think at that point, then yes, you
Let that shit
should
go.
let it go.
Either or.
It's
not
affecting
just
you
the
going
woman.
to work. It's
Yes.
affecting your livelihood with your kids, the way you interact.
Right.
Fucking leave. Don't be
But
miserable.
leaving for every little thing or for little petty stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well, that's based off what somebody else see. You can't call petty because that ain't what will make you.
That's
leave.
true.
You got to take the good. My petty is
Might
real
not be
to
your
me.
petty, yeah.
You gaining
That's
weight
true too.
is real to me. You not paying all my bills. That's how you started, nigga. Could be real to somebody. Like, that's what I'm saying. Do y'all want to take the vows out?
No.
This is all about going all
I
in.
tell that
You
shit
said
ain't
it
no-
right.
that shit's a
Nobody
partnership,
really
dog.
goes all in.
They don't.
Because going all in go for broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sacrifice everything.
Nobody's doing it.
Nobody's doing
Nobody.
it. Nobody's doing it.
Mm-mm.
It's just
It's tough.
it's
Yeah,
tough
It's
than a motherfucker.
tough. Yeah.
But I'm gonna move to the next because I got a list of things. It's called pouring into a cup with a hole in it.
Mm.
I'm
me-
sure we all did that shit.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like it's like for instance, my wife ex-husband used to beat on her. And now she's with me. And every time we have a conflict, she wants to get physical. What advice would you give that man?
Run away from it, baby.
Send her to therapy.
Yeah, that's what I was
Lifelong
gonna say.
therapy.
Try Jesus,
Choke her ass.
pray
That's what
about
she
it,
looking
then
for.
go to
Choke her.
therapy.
Throw
So,
some holy
but
water.
yeah.
every
girl.
aspect, and he's not a
She wanna be
physical
choked.
guy. Now she's
They think
becoming
it's freaky out
the
there.
same thing that she hated.
He need to get up out of there.
Well, I think
Run,
first he should
Forrest.
sit down and really have an honest conversation
No,
with
I
her.
ain't about to keep on
Really,
getting my ass
really,
beat by no girl.
really,
You
no,
know.
really
You
communicate.
got one more time to hit me, I'm gonna tell you that.
Really communicate with
you
her.
gotta leave. Just leave.
You get up out of there.
That is
Get him out of
toxic.
there.
Let's
Get up
be
out of
real.
there.
That's toxic.
That's her problem.
That is
I'm
toxic.
sorry.
That's a boundary you shouldn't cross. That's
She should have
toxic.
fixed
Is but
herself before
is
she
she
got with
just
somebody else.
continuously
Know who
beating
you
on
are.
her?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Know who
Or
you
she
are.
just
Fix
did it
herself,
one
dog.
time.
Like she's ready for a fight, and he's never put his hands on a woman.
Triggers.
Her posture is a physical one.
But she hasn't physically.
I done
she
seen
didn't hit
women
him.
call
No.
a man a bitch because he
Then
wouldn't
yeah, I
do it.
think if
She didn't hit
That's
him.
yeah, if
crazy,
she
huh?
didn't, if she
I
didn't
done seen
hit
where a
him,
dude got called a bitch because he wouldn't hit her. Like she hit him and he didn't do nothing. She like, yeah, bitch ass.
Because she used to get
she used to that. Yeah,
She used to that.
yeah,
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm
If she
out.
didn't
Then when
hit
you
him,
hit her, then you're wrong.
You're going to
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
My husband, last wife, did everything for him. Cook, clean. But I work. And I'm tired.
Mm.
That ain't for you then.
They ain't for you.
Like,
They
why
ain't
you
for
pick up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what made you get him in the first place? 'Cause
Yeah.
he just
Why-
changed
Yeah.
up on you.
Yeah.
You doing that shit in the
She was
beginning.
Yeah.
consistent.
That's a deal
But
breaker.
we do have them a lot of people out on their application.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Sometimes
go
you
they,
got
they
to
yo
get
they
that
go in
job,
that
man.
interview and they ace that
You
motherfucker.
got to
Rep-
get
And they be some of the
Representative,
sorriest damn workers.
They
Yeah, what?
Representative.
So that girl get to cooking and cleaning as soon as she gets you. I got you now, nigga.
Hmm.
Women have changed when they see when their name get on the lease.
Some of them. Not
Huh?
all of them. Some of them.
When a woman got access to your money,
Oh yeah, you ain't shit.
they don't leave niggas like they don't leave niggas that got prenups quick. But if you got one, you ain't got one. Oh, she get real quick. Real quick. So what you say?
The hell is the
Should
question?
should she do her duty, or should she like, yeah, I'm tired too.
Nah,
they
she
both
should-
need to
He
come
need to
together.
go get somebody that would
But
do that.
she knew the wife he used to have.
That ain't
But
got
she's
That don't got
not
nothing to do with
her.
her.
She's
That
not
got nothing to do with
her.
her.
Yeah.
And they
Got
both
nothing
need
to
to
do
come
with her.
together
She
and
thought
have a
she had that
conversation
she thought she had that
about how
super
they
grip.
want their household to run.
And it didn't work.
Their expectations for each
It
other.
ain't that.
All right, so my wife, father, and ex-husband, walked out of her life. Now every time we get in an argument, she threatens. She feels threatened, and I have to continue to prove my love.
Mm.
Again, another trauma.
If
She
Yeah.
need a therapist.
fuck that. If I ain't
Get
did
her
nothing,
a
if I ain't
lifelong
did nothing to you,
therapist.
if I ain't
Yeah.
did nothing but show you love and all this, I'm not about to keep doing
Proving
this
that shit,
extra
right?
shit. For
Right.
what?
You gonna need therapy.
Yeah.
Eventually.
You gonna get cheated on then.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, this is good for me, man. Like, this is good. Wait a minute, what y'all say? Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move around.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gotta
He
go.
got
Go ahead.
time.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. My husband don't believe in God, but I do.
Oh, that ain't gonna
That
work.
ain't
No,
gonna
no, no,
work.
no,
That ain't
listen.
gonna work though.
No, this is what happens, right? You can date somebody that you used to, and then they have a life change. And
Oh yeah, something happened in their life and
like,
they change.
my husband don't believe in God, but I do. But every time I teach my children about God, he undermines me.
No.
No.
See that? Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work.
That
right
ain't
there
gonna work.
anyway.
You, come on, man. You know already.
Yeah,
that
you-
ain't
that
gonna
ain't
work.
gonna work.
gonna work.
Come on now.
Now, why wouldn't it work if?
For every reason that you just said,
Yeah.
he undermines her.
Yeah.
But he don't believe in it.
Well, no kidding. We know
That's
this.
his personal
Yeah.
preference.
Yeah.
He
And
shouldn't-
she
he
believe-
shouldn't
she-
undermine
Well,
her.
they
she-
should have an understanding of
But
where
she don't believe in it. That's
certain
her.
shit
She
shouldn't be
believe in
discussed
it.
then.
That's her personal preference.
Certain
as well.
shit shouldn't be discussed around each other. Then if he
Right.
don't believe it, they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
they should
when
find
she
them-
But then
tells
if you
the
try
children,
you try to instill it in the kids,
Or maybe
then-
again, sometimes conversations can solve a lot of things. Maybe again, they need to come together and see about, okay, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to teach our kids when it comes to religion?
Well, I
Are we
think-
going to teach them, or we are going to kind of just let them figure it out for themselves?
Me personally, that's what I think should happen. I don't think it should be forced on you young. I think you grow up to where you can. Do
No, I
whatever.
think you should teach kids how to pray and how to
Yeah,
do
how to
things
pray.
like,
I
yeah.
get the prayer,
But
but
one
the
preference-
the religious
Yeah,
aspect.
See,
of it.
but if you're being fair, her preference is she believes. His preference is he don't. Is he wrong for telling the kids that God's not real?
Yes,
Yes,
is.
He's
He
wrong
is
for that.
instilling
He's wrong for
his
that.
belief in them.
But
No,
she's
you
doing
put y'all
the,
y'all
she's
put
doing
y'all
the
beliefs
same
on her.
thing.
You can't say
She's
She's
that.
doing
wrong
the
too.
same
She doing the
thing.
same exact thing.
She's
Yeah.
wrong.
Really, they're
and he's
both
wrong.
wrong.
They
That's
don't
why
work.
they need to
They
have
say
a
don't
Christians are so
conversation.
judgmental.
That's wild.
That's
I
that's
think
why they
they-
need to have a conversation.
I don't even think they need to have a
They gotta
conversation.
leave.
I think they just.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
That's
So then what? But you still got kids.
that's
Okay.
nasty work.
So who? So you still gonna be pushing your agenda on the kids.
That shit happened in two different households,
Poor kids.
regardless.
Being equally yoked means something.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
No, those are separate yolks.
All right, this one is touchy. My wife lost a baby during miscarriage, and she's been in a deep depression, and she barely touched me, and it's been over a year. I no longer can make her happy. What should I do?
She needs a therapist.
Yeah,
she
therapy.
got
She's a
she's
therapist.
depressed.
It's been a year.
She
She's
needs a
depressed.
therapist.
Went into the
And she need to
therapy?
go
That
get
is
some
a
medication.
life-
I
Changing
got
moment.
I got a sexless life.
That is
now.
a life. So your sex is so you ain't married her for
They
her.
both
Your
need to
sex
go
is
to
that's
therapy.
No,
all-
no, 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 no.
actually.
Sex is needed in my household.
Man, you can please yourself.
No, she barely touched me. She's in a deep depression.
She's
What
probably,
do-
she's probably not happy with herself.
Stability.
She
What
probably
do
feel
I
like
do? Help the nigga, not the girl.
she feel like a failure. So you uplift your woman. That's how
He
long it
said
take.
I no longer can make her happy anymore.
Y'all seek therapy
Y'all gotta seek
together.
therapy.
I don't have a deep depression.
It don't matter.
Nah,
You
y'all
still
gotta seek
going with
therapy
her to
together.
show
Okay,
that
flip it.
support.
If you
Okay.
love her and that's your wife, you death do us part. You supposed to be there to stick it out with her.
Yeah,
ass.
what?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, y'all just said, oh, you the walk away nigga. Now you said stick it out with her.
That's what you said. Though. I said that's what you said.
I said that.
I'm fucking gone.
But I'm looking at your position now like, no, you gotta stick it out with
No,
this.
okay, let's
no,
flip it.
See
Let's
that's
say you
that's
had
different.
a kid with
Why
her.
we gotta flip it? I'm the nigga.
That's-
Help the
that's-
man.
that's still
Why
death.
we want to get away from helping the man?
But that's death.
He asking for help.
That's death, and she probably feel like she's a failure because she couldn't have your baby.
Yeah.
She probably ain't even happy with herself at the time. She
He
ain't
say,
herself.
"Look, baby, you know
That's
what?
a
Let's go to
Yeah,
therapy."
that's a
That's
whole
a
different
trauma,
shit. That's
Yes.
some
Hey,
shit.
baby, let's go to therapy.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, let's go to the doctor. Let's see what's going
Make
on.
her feel
Then if she
beautiful again.
refuses,
Build her
if she's
confidence back
refusing
up.
to do these things, if she's refusing to try to seek help and she wants to just sit in the depression, then that's something
Yeah,
different.
that's a problem.
Okay, this is gonna be good for you women. Oh shit, Cher, I need you to look up, girl, because this is really good here. I want to ask y'all ladies out there now.
Mm.
My man
Mm.
had a job making $150,000 a year.
Husband?
My husband,
Okay.
he quit that job and went to a job that he loved that makes only $45,000.
Ain't
We
that-
have to downgrade. What do I do?
I stay because if it's
Yeah.
real love,
Yeah.
Look,
I
look
would
how
respect-
depressing this shit
Yeah.
sounds.
yeah, if it's real love,
First of
motherfucker.
all,
That
Nah.
don't mean my
If
feelings.
it's
No, hold on, wait. We about to get some shit in.
first of all,
We were 150,000
if it's
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
love, if it's
If
real
to
we
love,
went-
45,000.
if it's real love,
So
and that
if
man
your
happy, accept it.
choice-
Yeah.
to take care of your families to make us struggle,
But
Yeah,
I'm doing
that's
a
kinda
job.
that
selfish.
was your choice.
That's
your
selfish.
executive
That's
But
selfish.
I'm doing a
that's
job that I
selfish.
hate
You're a
versus a
selfish
job
ass
that I
guy.
love.
You gotta
But
think
find a
about your
job
family
of
at that point.
equivalent
How-
value.
Hey,
You
How
got-
can you help?
hey, realistically, if you making that goddamn much money, you done worked your way up there and knew you ain't like this shit by at some point.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what happens. You be
So-
in jobs that you good at, but you don't love.
You go find a hobby before you let your family
No,
struggle.
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
did-
think about the kids.
I
Yeah,
did not
family
say
first.
First
Family
of all,
first.
oh, wait. Hold on,
you
wait.
on the
Time
hood?
out. I didn't say family struggle. I said family downgrade.
That's a struggle.
Struggle.
That's a struggle.
Well, no.
No,
that's
you
a
know
struggle.
that. You know
That's
that.
a
No,
$95,000.
y'all privileged asses.
No, that's
because you
not-
had
You
$150,000
said
at
That
your
is
disposal.
$105,000
$40,000.
downgrade.
You said 40,000 this time.
No,
Why
y'all
y'all
40,000?
out?
No,
You
I-
on the street.
A real struggle. If you ain't,
You
if
at a
you if you
motel.
got
Yes.
food, clothes, and a roof over your head, you're not struggling.
Struggling
You
is
downgrade.
No.
And your bills
no,
are paid,
No,
you're downgraded.
No. You go from living in the gated community to living
That's
on the south
privilege
side.
Hey.
shit.
No. You
gotta
shit changing
upkeep
the
this
whole
life.
lifestyle.
Yeah, that
You're
is.
changing the
You
whole
made an
lifestyle.
executive
No,
decision
no.
to have me put a cardboard box walking out my house.
Yeah, that's
is
your
no.
fucking fault.
Oh,
That's your
no.
fault.
You
have me.
You
but
got
if
you
it
the
was-
double
Hey,
I.
listen.
If it makes,
Okay, so if you gonna be that selfish, you didn't.
No.
That's
Y'all-
No, your
See,
family,
hold on.
your kids got used to this lifestyle. You would rather break their hearts.
Jess,
You ain't going to
you
Disney,
happy.
kids.
Jess is what
Kids
Jess.
come home every day beat
Hey,
up.
Jess said something.
You only going to
Earlier.
the state fair. You ain't going to Disney.
Jess said
And
something.
you ain't gonna be
earlier.
able to get shit there.
Wait a minute, hold
You
on.
get one turkey leg and it's over.
Hold on. Just
real.
said something that made sense and everybody agreed with it. She said that you have, in order to love somebody, you have to love yourself.
Mhm.
So I can go to a job that I hate and it's making me miserable. Even though I'm making money. You're saying be miserable.
Yeah.
Hey.
Before you downgrade and be happy.
Money
I
ain't
did not
everything.
say
Don't
that.
be
Hey,
stupid.
DJ, listen.
Oh
money,
my
That's
God.
stupid.
Hey,
That's
money
stupid.
is
I
not
don't
everything,
think-
but
no,
that
let-
shit
let-
help
let-
shit
let-
out.
All right, let me-
Yeah.
You should want your who you're with your spouse to be happy. If I'm married and my husband if he comes to me and discusses with me and lets me know how
Y'all
he's
ain't getting
feeling,
shit.
I will
A
support.
fiat.
Now,
Hold on.
now, not saying I might not feel a little disappointment.
Uh,
I would feel
So
a
you
little
gonna go from your Range
disappointed,
Rover to a Fiat?
but I'm going to still support him in what he does. And if I have to pull my weight more, then it's no problem with me doing that. However,
Hey.
if he comes and he just automatically does not talk to me and just quit his job, I'm still going to support
I'm
him,
looking at
but
her
I'm going to
like,
have
you
more of an
lying.
issue about it. It's going to be more I'm going to,
I'm sure
If
you
you
are.
were a stay-at-home mom and your responsibility was to take care of the kids comfortably while your husband was working, right? And he came to you and he was like, "Yo, I'm
Fuck this
stressed.
shit.
I'm about to go work at McDonald's.
Let's go move back to the hood.
Y'all going to the bottom dollar,
well, he
right?
didn't say McDonald's now.
The bottom
Oh,
dollar.
no, he happy flipping burgers. That's his shit.
Yo,
He like the
Be
way he
happy
flipping
with
burgers.
that. You gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pull my weight." How much weight can you possibly
about to be
pull
pulling
when
the
your
whole
job is your kids
It-
and your house
and this-
your family?
And this is what's so fucked up.
But no, it's not. Because at the end of the day,
you
No.
don't
no, hear
No.
me
go
out.
all
Hey, guess what?
in
me
on
out.
the person.
Well, guess what?
No.
That's
hear me out.
going all
I still
in.
wouldn't
That
leave and
motherfucker
divorce
be a
him.
that
I
motherfucker be
wouldn't.
a
Hear me
flipping
out.
burger happy motherfucker by himself.
I wouldn't.
So you saying you would
No, no,
rather
no, no.
have
Man, I'll
him?
leave that
You
motherfucker.
would have a.
No.
You know what miserable
There's
men
Let me
do?
tell you something.
solutions.
They
I'm
sit,
not
they sit
going
outside
for no-
before they
Because
walk in
men,
2 hours.
if we're
Women do that
miserable,
too, though.
but if we're
Women do that
miserable
too.
at our jobs and we go to our man, we say, "Honey," we go to our husband,
What would
"Honey,
he say?
I hate my job. I'm sick of this."
He gonna tell you to find
He
another
gonna
one.
say you can find another
man-
one. You
a
can
man
quit.
will be
So
okay
why
with
can't
that,
we
but
do the same
a man
thing
be
for
okay
our
with that.
men?
Women is
Thank
Why
not
you,
can't we
okay with
Cheryl.
support them in the same
Answer that
way?
shit.
It
Hold on.
it
Hold
depends
You
on
on.
how
too,
much
Flo.
you-
Wait, I give
Hold
y'all a
on.
chance.
If my man came to me and was like, "Yo, I'm miserable at my job," and he know he's making his dollar amount, a man of that caliber, a man that's making that type of money is not going to downgrade. He's going to find something
Yes.
else of
Yes.
equal caliber.
You
You don't know what makes that man
You
Yes.
know what he loved
Yes.
to
You
do?
don't know what
Bro,
makes him
Yes.
He
happy.
can be an
A
inspiring
man
painter.
of that caliber does not
Now,
love
hold
anything
on
that
now. He
pays him
can't-
40K
now, hold
a
on.
year.
I said he make
This
Are
is-
you
45.
that
Bruh.
shit
The job he
crazy?
loved, he makes 45,000 now.
Bro, that's a hobby.
Did you
That's
tell
a
you something?
side
wait,
hustle.
Well,
Wait a
That's
minute.
well, for
something
me,
you
I
gonna do
think
on
that
the
I mean
Tell you
that's
what
decent
happened. She gonna cheat
income.
on your ass
For
and somebody
me,
else
that's
get
decent
money.
income.
Florida.
Wait, hold on.
I'm like, oh,
Hold
She
on.
leaving your ass, you gonna be getting
Wait.
cheated on being a happy motherfucker doing
I
nothing.
hate to answer a question with a question, but was this motivated by soul food?
No.
Okay.
What's soul food? I mean, I know that, but what?
The movie Soul Food, where the lawyer quit his job to go in the band.
Yeah, mine.
Oh shit, I ain't know that.
Yeah,
But
Miles.
that's good. No,
yeah,
it
dumb
definitely
ass
wasn't.
Miles.
It definitely
Just
wasn't.
dumb.
But I'm asking you, what you said it perfectly. If my woman hates her job, I'm gonna tell her, yeah, you need to.
But
go
that's
find you
usually
another one.
men. Men do that
It's double
anyway.
standard.
But if
It
you
is, it
have
is.
a true
It is.
partner,
That's what it
It
is.
if you have a true partner, they will do that too, right?
That's why
Nah.
I said ain't nobody
No.
fucking giving you
No.
their all.
No.
They about
First
Hey.
of all, it's the double standard. Second
is.
of all, it's like, okay, you that unhappy? Okay, find a hobby that will make you happy. And at the end of the day, until you can
Don't
find
quit
a
that
job,
nigga.
until you can find a job that can support your family the
But-
way
but no,
you
no, no.
have.
Well, he
He
liked
can-
the job so much. What if he work? Oh, he loved the job. He work overtime. He can work overtime in addition to the 45,000 salary.
Make it make sense though.
She ain't there.
You
with me.
have a family.
Listen,
Make it make
listen.
sense. Does
Yo,
that even
Now, if
make
you did it,
any
it was just
sense?
us
Listen,
two. Maybe
listen,
I'll do it,
listen.
but
Yo,
we got
Listen.
kids.
Yo.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Wait,
you
hold on.
going backwards?
Hold on.
Yo,
Hold on.
hey, them kids that private school, bring your ass to that public school.
Right.
But listen,
All right, so then your kids get beat the fuck
Yo.
up because they ain't got no
Why
hood to
you
wear.
bullet?
nigga.
you
Well,
ever-
they learn how to use the
you
hand.
too soft anyway, nigga. Bring your ass to the public school. What?
Oh, God,
but
bless that little
damn
child
great-
heart.
Get their ass
Damn,
beat.
see, it's so up. Like
It's
the
so much
mindset
shit
is
you gotta
great.
think about. now.
Downgrading does not mean struggle. It's only
It
a
doesn't.
struggle if
Yeah,
you're
no,
entitled to
no,
something.
It's
no.
only
Wait,
a struggle if
hold
your
on.
needs cannot
No.
be met.
There you go.
No,
But if
hold
your
on.
needs are met,
Hold
That's
on.
not
I'll
a
tell you
struggle.
what.
Oh,
There
we
you
still
go.
in the we
me
still
tell you
living
something.
in the gated community. We still going to pop.
That's
That ain't
just, that's
me.
just being
That ain't
up.
me.
That's
No.
privilege
That-
right
yeah,
there.
That is
privilege.
Yes.
it. That is no.
Do you know
No.
that
DJ.
people, kids that go to private
DJ.
school get a different curriculum
Ho-
and a different
DJ.
setup in life,
Yep.
right?
Totally
That
different.
different from public school, so that
Yes.
is a need. You
And it-
want
Yes.
your kids to be
That's
having
not
Yes.
a
that's
need.
not a need.
That's not
Yes,
a
it
you
is.
have
need.
And
Yes, it
that's
is.
why we-
Yes,
you got
it
That
is.
is not a
successful
need.
people that went to public school.
You
That's
going
not
to
a need.
take
No.
away
No.
the
No.
resources.
The need
that you
is going to
provided,
school.
right?
The need is going to school, not where you go to school.
Oh.
You going
Oh,
to
that matters.
you
Where you
going
go to
to
school
a
matters.
to
Yeah.
a more
Where you go to
higher
school
school.
matters.
That's a
School
privilege.
Where you go to
child
school
equivalently.
matters.
That's a privilege.
I
I'm not
can-
saying it don't.
Okay, but here's the thing: I can homeschool my child. Better curriculum than public school, right?
Yes.
But you're gonna tell me it's not a need if you say no. This is the reason I put my kid in private school initially. Now let me pull him out because that need. I don't think it's a need,
You know why
right?
it's not a need? Because if you
It is a
if
need.
you didn't have it
No.
from that 150,000, you would send them to public
Public
school.
school. That's
Right.
not-
Well, you
So that
do.
means-
Well, you do.
That's not
You
a need.
do.
That's not a need.
So you do
That's
better.
a privilege. You
It's
No.
a privilege.
That's an upgrade.
It's not.
Is it an upgrade?
It
An
is.
upgrade ain't a need.
It's
No.
not.
It is a
No.
need.
No,
How's an
it's not.
upgrade a
No,
need?
it's
No,
not.
that.
So
Wait,
you
wait,
so
wait.
you
Hold
gonna
on.
teach your
Hold
kid
on.
the
Hold
bare
on,
minimum?
wait,
Wait,
You
hold
gonna
on.
teach her
Hold-
go from up here
Hold
to
on.
the bare minimum? That's the fucking logic. You
Hold
got
on,
your
wait a
house
minute.
on. Yeah,
Hold on.
I get the fuck away from you. If I
Hold
was a
on,
kid,
wait
I
a
run
minute.
away. I run the fuck away. I swear to God, if I was a kid.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Yo,
minute. Hold on.
we had them joints and shit.
I swear to
I was
God.
them joints every week.
Nigga gotta
Hey,
go from-
hey,
nigga about to
Tuck.
go from the
Yeah,
joint to
man.
the what?
Listen.
Damn, nigga, you
No,
down
sir.
good.
No.
Yo,
No.
Dad happy as it made everybody else miserable.
But what? They gonna
Listen,
kill that nigga.
listen
they
though.
gonna be on snap. They gonna kill that nigga, man.
Listen though. Two things. For one.
But it ain't a need.
Li-
bro.
no. Oh hell no. It is.
Wasn't-
Listen.
How
Listen.
why can't you try to
Wait,
this?
wait,
It
hold
ain't a
on.
need.
Listen.
It's not.
Coming from being a teacher in the public school system, which is a shit show, I would tell everybody put your kids in private school.
Yeah.
I told you.
If you really love your kids,
Yeah.
put your kids in private school. Second, we live in a capitalistic society, not a communist society.
Most
Okay,
most
hold
ahead.
on.
Most people that like a lot of public school children grow
Are
up
lied to.
and make it, and
They-
then they put their child in private school.
Yes,
but
and it's better.
Know better.
but they're a product of public school.
But they
so
know
it shows
better.
you that you can elevate regardless of the school you're in.
The
But it can
society's
be
not getting
easier if
better,
you were in
it's
private
getting
school.
worse. So from the last time they went there and
It-
struggled in, this struggle now is different from back then.
Yes.
So if you could give them the resources and you can work hard enough
All
to
right.
make sure they have it, all right.
All right, let's break it down easier, right? I have a what kind of car you said go Punky? You said you go from what
Range Rover,
to a what?
a
Fiat?
Fiat, a Honda Civic.
Okay,
some shit
but
like
do
that.
both of them bitches go back and forth?
Yeah.
Do they do the same thing? That's not a need.
Now they don't do the same thing.
You talking about they don't get you one
You
point to
ain't
the
got
other?
no fucking seat warmers and
They
nothing.
don't get you to that's some upgrade
they don't do
seats.
that shit the same.
Yeah.
That's a privilege.
That's a privilege.
That's
I
a
don't be
privilege.
comfortable
That's
about
different.
Do y'all see
though.
how
Let me
wrong
tell you
y'all are?
something.
Yeah.
Them
That's
kids are
privilege.
gonna kill you when you go to sleep.
But even going
They
to a
gonna find
better
their
school
chance.
is a privilege.
Yeah.
Because if it was not a privilege, then that would be equal opportunity for
Yes.
everyone.
It's not a
Everyone would be
privilege.
going to a
Watch
better
this.
school.
No, it's not a privilege. Let me tell you why.
Hold on.
Did
We-
they take God out of school?
Watch this,
Right?
watch
If
this.
you send
Watch
your kids
this.
to a
I'ma crush
Christian
them.
school, you're giving them that opportunity to
Watch-
have God put back
watch
in
this.
there, right?
I gotta
That
ask.
is a need.
You ready?
Everyone's needs are different from each person.
Would you
so.
stay with a rich man that abused you?
Hell
No,
yeah.
that's not the lifestyle.
Because you'll be miserable.
No,
right?
she's getting physically
No, I'm
abused.
getting my ass
Getting
beat
beat.
Right.
every
That's
day.
pain,
No,
nigga.
no,
Fighting for
pain-
my
pain-
life.
That's fucking pain.
Pain to what
Purple
is misery,
is
right? You're miserable.
That's fucking pain.
Will you leave if you're in a miserable relationship, even though you're rich? You're gonna downgrade your lifestyle
You
for
fucking
your
right.
your safety
Before
and
you
your
catch
happiness.
that left hook every day.
That's misery.
So
That's
you
fucking
think-
pain.
So if I'm
That's
going to
physical
a job
pain.
that I hate, but I am good at,
Well, be better. Find
Be
out
a man
job.
and figure it out.
And guess what? It's gonna be a nigga like she gonna be at that cheating. She gonna be telling a nigga.
I married the wrong woman.
This dumb motherfucker.
No, okay.
man.
I married the wrong
So
woman.
why
No.
would you go down instead of be like, all right, I'm miserable. Let me strategize with my family and figure out, okay, cool.
Why would you put?
I want to find a job in
Laterally.
the same caliber.
Hold on.
Laterally, yeah.
Hold on. So hold on. I got.
Why
So
would
are you gonna be
I will
selfish?
bring that privilege.
So are you?
ass-
So
Hold on, let me tell
are
you
you
what I
gonna
do.
be
Hold on, let me
selfish?
tell you what I do.
Because I'm gonna ask you a
I
question.
have a family meeting. I bring that privileged ass wife of mine and them brat ass, spoiled ass kids of mine and say, hey,
that you made. You put them up there.
yeah.
Ain't nobody
yeah.
asked you to do
And
that. You
now,
did it.
Now I'm about to show it. I'm about to show them. I'm miserable at my job. We're gonna have some changes going on in this house because I can't live this way and provide for you effectively.
But not
I-
no $45,000
It's
changes.
killing me. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Do
No.
y'all care about how I'm is? Can you sacrifice your Range Rover? Can you sacrifice them Jordans every
You know
week?
what's gonna happen?
No.
Or am I only your Range
know what the fuck
Rover
gonna happen?
and I'm only your Jordans?
You know what's
Do
gonna
you
happen?
only see me as a person that
You
can
are
provide
the
and
leader.
sacrifice love?
You
You are
You know
the
what's gonna
leader.
happen?
What?
On this episode of See No Evil.
No, okay, so
dead as fuck.
You going through all that and you intentionally downgrade.
And I tell you, I'm miserable.
No.
No, you
No.
can be miserable and switch jobs. at the
Okay, so
same
what?
time.
Okay,
Hold on, okay.
You
So
say you
this-
can't
And
be
then
miserable.
up here, you
So-
not going
so
to,
are you-
overqualified.
Okay,
for
So do
McDonald's.
you care about your family? So are you in this by
I can
yourself?
still
Hold on, no, no,
provide for my
Are you
family.
in this by yourself or for your family?
You work that
So
hard for your family.
you're that miserable that you gonna make your family that's so happy, your kids, you gonna make them miserable because you miserable?
Because
or
got,
you only care
got-
about
in
yourself?
order to be functional.
yeah.
Or you only caring about yourself?
Before, but you,
I said that earlier.
You know
That's
how
But you're
selfish.
showing
Yeah, that's
that, no,
selfish.
you're
That's
showing
fucking
that you're
selfish.
not being selfish by bringing your family to the table by discussing it with your wife.
But
That's
that-
showing that you're not being selfish.
Maybe you
That's
need to-
just called
maybe she
communication.
needs to-
So how did-
You
That's
just
just
trying to
called telling them
communicate it,
before
but
you-
you're gonna make
before
your
you do
family
it.
miserable as fuck.
What about when they see daddy ass dangling in the closet by his neck?
No, okay.
Hey,
But here's
hey,
the thing.
daddy got a healthy life insurance policy.
See, that's all they see that nigga for.
That nigga live a long life anyway.
No,
He
but
outta
here's
here.
the thing. If you're miserable, you're not going to go to the extreme. First of all, you're overqualified for McDonald's. You're overqualified for Best
She
Buy.
just
You're
ain't taking
overqualified
it
for all these other maneuver places. So therefore, there is a job that fits your qualifications
Look at-
and your caliber for you to maneuver into and test that out.
Can you imagine having her there at the table?
I'm like, wait a minute now.
Exhibit A,
tell you
Exhibit
something.
B.
Is the job you going to making
Yeah.
$145,000? Because I can do that.
That
Y'all
motherfucker-
just showed
That
where your love
motherfucker-
lies.
It's
what
not
if-
even.
no, what
It's
if he-
not even materialistic. It's that we worked ourselves to the point where we're
Yeah.
comfortable.
No, it ain't.
It's
Yeah.
materialistic.
He worked
It is
himself.
It's
in.
materialistic.
He
It
worked
ain't no way.
himself in.
I'm working too because I'm taking care of the house and the kids
Uh-huh.
and everything. That is a job.
Yeah,
And
you
guess
gotta-
what? And
you
your
gotta
role
get, you
won't
gotta get
change.
set back on that duplex.
Your role won't change.
It would.
No, it
It'd be a
won't.
little harder.
So would you still feel the same if he's miserable at the job and he coming home every day? He got an attitude.
That's why
Hey,
you
he
have a
being
Guess what?
significant other you
Fuck that
talk to
nigga.
and say, honey,
That's
okay,
what-
let's
that's that
start
true
looking
shit.
for jobs
Fuck
that
that nigga. He put us
probably
here.
in the
I
same
ain't asked for this.
range that that will make you happier. Maybe you can try a different field. Go to school. Why? Yeah, I understand miserable. Get a different qualification if you want
That
to.
nigga's an Indian giver. If he gave me this, and I didn't ask for it, and he put me on this lifestyle, you damn right I'm gonna be miserable. Who with me? If you done brought me
This
from
nigga
the
be
bottom
trying
and
to
I done went
off
up,
daddy.
You
That's
damn
the
right.
damn shame.
I
Well,
got a different every code. I changed, man. Ain't no way.
Well, this concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth Podcast. I am Tuck. Follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, Apple. I'm screaming everywhere. Go get you some merch from BigMouthBrand.com. Hopefully, I have. What is this? What is that place? Damn. What is that shit?
Shopify.
Not Shopify. When you have paid subscribers come.
Patreon.
Patreon.
I got Patreon. I'm slowly working on that. It's gonna take a while. I ain't really got
I was about to say
my
Sheen.
ducks in a row with
Yeah, you
that.
talking about.
He was
That's a Sheen, nigga. What y'all talking about?
all right. And do you have anything to put?
Nope.
Just tell
Just
me.
follow me on IG at _Jess_Michelle_.
Follow me on TikTok at he_improves_her.
Follow me on IG at Mr. Tuck _88.
It's always.
If you got 45,000, don't follow me. You make 45,000. Keep your broke ass where you at.
Don't even hit the like button.
Don't follow me. But it's always a pleasure being on the podcast.
All right, and I'm out.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my